Starting the stream up. Episode 68. You guys know what that means. Next time.
Yeah, that's right.
Very fun episode next time.
The funny episode is gonna happen.
Guys, it's gonna be the beach episode.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go to a beach.
This is how we become friends with the other group.
Well, they have broken legs.
Well, I
We'll have
think
some sensual healing sessions.
Mova's already received magical heal. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna jump into the recap here.
Go ahead.
Last we saw our heroes of Hyrule. Fearing the worst was to come for Goron City, 11th Hour hastily made their way through Eldin to first reach Divine Beast Vah Rudania, then the town. They made a stop in Ripped and Shredded to purchase Flamebreaker armor, and then finally came face to face with Mova's crew. By the time everyone realized something was about to happen, it was too late, as the Yiga surrounded the city and the sun set. With this, the Blood Moon rose, malice rained down, and Death Mountain rapidly erupted, all at the hands of the prophetess, who was making her in-person debut before our heroes. She was after one thing, the teleporter that Mova carried, and in that scarlet light, her army was motivated to retrieve the device. The villain was quick to strike first, landing a hit on this Yiga leader and revealing that she is not invulnerable. From there, the Blade Masters poured in, striking our heroes first, and the prophetess used an ability on Ionia that became a problem as its effects took hold, causing the Rito Barbarian to painfully sprout horns on her head. Yiga foot soldiers clung to the outside, firing arrow after arrow laced with malicious powers, but our heroes had a plan, or lack thereof. Zalf, the innate spellcaster with unpredictable magics, tried to land an attack on the Igneo taluses that had emerged up from the earth, but instead sent them, the prophetess, and all surrounding Yiga up into the air, as the mages shrouded in invisibility were unable to stop the spell. Despite the combined efforts of 11th Hour and Mova's crew, the prophetess's silent display of power with the Yiga on her side became increasingly inevitable, as Mova went down, giving a Blade Master the opportunity to swipe the teleporter. As Goron citizens tried to hide and flee, many became targets of the attacks. Among them included children and the elderly. In the chaos that ensued, many Blade Masters were felled, and even a mage. But as Inari and Lorhannen closed in on the leader, she teleported to the other side of town, was joined by the Blade Master carrying the teleporter, who managed to evade falling into lava, and their group escaped just as Feymello reached their location. Even though the prophetess had disappeared with the teleporter, many Yiga still remain, and the ever-present threat of lava closes in on the city, and that is where we find our heroes now. 11th Hour, still engaged in battle against the Yiga, you realize there isn't much time left before the lava, which glows with a fiery pink energy, destroys Goron City and everyone in it. You are the Goron's last hope. Many lie dead or injured in the streets, while others have sought shelter in their humble boulder abodes. Mova and Bogey have both suffered broken legs, and Mova looks to be in even worse condition. All things considered, we pick back up in the initiative turn order with the Blade Master surrounded by Bogey and Ionia. And so, he will make 2 Wind Cleaver attacks, 1 on each.
Are we on the map?
All right, game
Oh,
faces,
my
guys.
Put you guys there.
Okay. Thank you.
There you go. Now you can see.
Let's go, gang.
As I say to Oregano every day when I open the blinds. Alright, so against Bogey, that is an 11. And I assume that'll miss Bogey.
Misses. Yes.
But it is a 21 on Ionia. Luckily, there's nobody behind her. She takes 21 halved to 11 piercing. Interestingly enough, it's only piercing damage that she takes. Bogey, you and Ionia see that as the blade swings, it is no longer imbued with the malicious power it had just a moment ago.
Proper in time then.
Brings
Well.
us to Lydian.
And Bogey goes before Lydian technically, but
Okay. Yeah, sometimes
Bogey, you can go
sorting
ahead.
the
I'm gonna draw
order.
some lines.
There you
for
go.
whatever reason it got messed up when he added LG.
Yeah, that was the worst thing I could have done at all last session, was
Classic
add
LG.
LG to the initiative
Add
order, because it
LG,
screwed
yep.
everything up.
Classic
but-
LG.
Bogey, go ahead. What would you like to do?
Alright. Bogey is gonna go for this Blade Master here. with his maul. That's not Bogey. Bogey with his maul.
Ooh.
That's a 30 to hit.
That is literally double the AC of the Blade Master. Please go ahead and roll damage.
And okay, so that's 15 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And Bogey has the Crusher feat, which allows him, when he hits an enemy using bludgeoning damage, to move it 5 feet. So I would like to knock this guy into the lava where this other dead Blade Master is.
Where he fell. Does it say
Yes.
push back 5 feet?
It
Or-
just says move 5 feet. It says
Is-
move 5 feet.
Is there a save involved?
Nope.
Because, yeah, I mean, the gap right there is pretty clear. So you shove him into the lava, and immediately he takes 10d10 and burns up.
Hate to see it.
You hate to see it if you're that guy.
What else would you like to do, Bogey?
Awesome. I think then
I'll take these guys.
Bogey. I guess Bogey will maybe look to Mova and see what Mova like. I guess Bogey doesn't know. Is the vibe we're somehow escaping, or is the vibe just like still kill these guys?
Give me an insight check, please.
Give me a vibe check.
Right.
Get a vibe
What's,
check
what is
on
the
Nova.
vibe? It's an 8.
Even on an 8, I mean, like, you know Mova very well, Bogey. She is struggling to stand right now and clutching her her body basically from pain. And as she watches you slam the Blade Master into the lava, she looks at you with like fear, not of you, but of the circumstances. And this is an expression I think that you've never seen from Mova before. Whether it means to keep fighting or flee, I mean, it's up to your own interpretation, but she is fearful right now.
Okay, then I think Bogey knows that is probably not the right time to run off with a broken leg. So he will use his maul as an aid for his broken leg, and hobble back in towards the center of town.
Sure. Is that everything for Bogey?
And that is the end of Bogey's turn.
Lydian, now it's your turn.
Wonderful. I needed the extra space there, definitely. So Lydian is going to, I'm going to move diagonal down and avoid that Blade Master's area there. I'm going to move right underneath Natara's space, and I will cast, let me check. Do you see my line here?
Yes.
I'm going to do a 20-foot tall wall of force.
Ooh.
That is, so each one of these are like doubled. So I'll essentially have 50 feet of wall of force instead of 100.
Keep
So,
that line there. I will
these-
draw it.
Yeah, so this line, and then I want to do something else with the additional 10 feet as well that I have.
You can probably get rid of that line. I think I just drew it.
Okay, yes.
Hell yeah.
And then for the last 10 feet of the line, can I go here and try to choose to push this guy into the lava?
You hate to see it.
Yeah, because he has to go to one side or the other. So
Yes,
yes.
and it's up to me, and I will check if that's a save or not, or if it's just he gets pushed.
I think he just gets pushed. You just pick and he.
Your choice, which side, yeah.
Your choice, which side. So he just gets pushed into the side with the lava square.
He falls into
I
the
was gonna-
lava.
Yeah, that works.
Oh, whichever way. You went this one?
I was gonna say south, but yeah, that works.
Yeah, sure. No, he gets pushed into the lava by this wall of magical force and takes 10d10. Actually, he could survive this.
Did not know that it extends into the ethereal plane. Wall of
Yep.
Force, cool spell.
Yeah.
So does that mean you can't teleport through it?
No,
Okay.
Well, that's a big 10d10.
that is a
It
huge
is.
10d10. Jesus Christ.
But he had not previously taken any damage, and he is still alive. You guys hear the painful screams of a Blade Master who has fallen into this relatively shallow pool of lava. I mean, it's probably only about like 5 foot deep-ish. Being part of the town here. On his turn, he will take an additional. What is it? Where's the effects? On his turn, he will take an additional 10d10 and be killed. But for right now, he's alive.
Now
Wow,
I kind of feel
Yeah.
bad.
you've made
I'm
that.
just like,
That Blade Master's taking the Anakin Skywalker challenge right now.
I'm just like, wow, I hadn't considered before that Wall of Force would need to be a damage dealing spell, but I guess it is.
Yeah. No bonus actions or anything. I'm out of Bardics.
Okay. Kralkek. You're not
Cool.
out of
I've been
the
waiting forever to
hot
go.
seat
Um,
yet, Matt.
Kralkek will similarly kind of bunch up with Lydian here, and I think, can I occupy the same space as a dead body?
Yes, it's just an object.
Okay, I think I will. I want to allow people to get around Lydian. Lydian would also call for a kind of like, hey guys, like, without saying anything, just kind of like being like, hey guys, group up, like, you know what to do. And I think should okay, well, I can position the wall wherever. So I think Kralkek will be moving probably actually right below LG here. I
Okay.
like that. And then he's going to touch Lydian and cast Greater Invisibility.
Ooh. Very nice.
I sent that as Lydian, but whatever. Cool. That is also his turn, and because it's not a damage-dealing spell or an attack action, he doesn't have to make a roll for the, internal organ check.
Okay. This Blade
Oh
Master.
no.
Let's see how much. It's possible he survives too.
10 ones, 10 ones.
He definitely does not survive. He is killed with another 60, which is another pretty good roll.
Yeah, these are some
Yeah,
good lava
yeah.
rolls.
Yeah, wow, 70 was really good. I didn't even realize. Yeah, so he goes down. Foot soldier going to fire. This is the one that is down here. Going to fire 2 shots at Faye Mello, who just rushed past, trying to target the prophetess who has fled. 2 bow shots coming at you. It's a 15 and an 11.
Both miss.
Okay. Not very good. Zalf.
So Zalf is currently, let me just double check his HP right now. He has 1 HP. So I'm gonna have him Misty Step right here, because he doesn't have enough movement otherwise. And then he will move right next to Mova. They're both kind of looking a little not great, so he'll kind of just step in to try to like protect her. And then he's gonna take the dodge action.
Okay.
Lydian would also encourage everybody to like pack in around him, or at least like pack in as close to a circle as they possibly can. But that's fine where you landed, just for other people filling in the gaps.
The Gora, get the Gora. It's in here.
On the next initiative turn, Inari,
Mm-hmm.
Please make a wisdom saving throw for me.
It's all good.
Sorry, my computer is acting up. All right, get her sheet up. Wisdom saving. All right,
Yes.
that's a 21.
Okay.
24.
Oh yeah, true. Thank you, Ben.
All right. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
I think you can
Uh,
set that to add to
I'll
all
have
your
to
global
edit
saves at
it.
some point.
Yeah, I'll go into my sheet
There's
and
probably like a global
change
saving
that.
Yeah.
throw modifier.
Right.
Because yeah, but yeah.
Is this guy still frightened?
I don't think so. I don't think he was frightened the last turn because Femelo ran, so I think he's good.
Okay. Going to make 2 duplex bow shots on Aquila now, who is right there. It's a 22 and a 17.
I believe I'm still shielded, so the 22
Okay.
misses.
All right. Both plink off magically. Ionia, seeing Lydian's gesture, is going to rush forward into the center here with everybody. I guess if she's here, is that good enough for whatever you guys are trying to do?
Maybe a little bit closer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
is
have
not-
her.
We basically want to have as much open space possible in that sort of area. Let me draw it.
Yeah,
a-
give me an idea of what what your range is there. And she'll just occupy the square as the dead body.
It's. I mean, we can put it as like a box. Like,
Oh, are we doing Pentagon strat or Dome strat?
well, if it's a dome, it still essentially touches all. It still touches all of the squares in a 10-foot like.
Is it
Square.
10-foot radius?
10-foot radius.
Okay.
So it's like still these like 16 squares here will all get touched by it.
Yes.
So at that point, you can decide if they get pushed in or pushed out.
Yeah. Let me snap it to the corner rather than the center. Yeah, just about that.
Yeah, Mova needs to just move in further.
Yeah, Mova just needs to move probably anywhere above or right next to Bogey there.
Yeah. All right. Well, Ionia
Type
made it
three.
in. She will take a dodge action. Aquila.
Okay. My shield, I believe, ends. Is it the end of my next turn or the start of my turn?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Start of my next turn. So my shield dropped. But I'm gonna get out of here. I'm not dealing with these guys. So I'm going to take. Does he have his sickle out or does he have his bow out? The guy in front of me.
I believe he has a sickle. I think last turn he made a sickle attack
Gotcha.
against you.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna back off and take a reaction attack from him.
Okay. Sickle. That is a 13.
That misses. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. I'm going to 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's not good enough. I need to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's fine. Well, actually, on my way over, I will shoot at that guy that I'm walking towards.
Okay.
That is only an 11 to hit.
11 will not
But
hit.
I will. Okay.
Oh, did you? Sorry, were you going
Nah,
to say
it's
something?
fine.
You'd started to.
Nah, it's fine. I was going to use my bardic, but I'll save it.
If you want to, you can, because I did cut you off.
I don't. Well, actually, yeah.
I think it might be worth it.
It'll be
Push
worth
him
it then.
back.
Yeah, I'll try it. Yeah.
Great.
Ooh.
Oh wait,
Not
wait,
much.
no, you rolled that wrong.
Didn't roll.
Ah, still doesn't matter.
Oh, one shy. Just
Very,
misses.
very sad. All right. Either way, I will move to here.
Okay.
It's as far as I can run. I'm gonna shout out Goron's rally to us, and then I'm going to shout up to Inari, jump, and I'm going to hold my action to cast the spell on Inari when she jumps.
Okay. With that. Hmm.
Hmm?
What's that?
Yeah, because you guys are all. I need. Could Natara, Ionia, and Bogey all please make me wisdom saving throws?
This is cruel and unusual punishment.
Hey guys,
One of them.
it's what's
one of them
going
might
on.
TP in the middle of everybody.
Advantage on that's an 11.
What is this? Wisdom? Ionia.
Bogey with a wisdom saving throw. It's gonna be
Oh,
great.
he's great at those.
Oh wait, is this a charm? Is this a charm effect? Is this a charm effect?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question because I think I get advantage.
I don't think so because it's not like a charmed condition type
Natara,
thing.
I'll give you Flash of Genius, so you have +5.
It's not a spell or anything, it's just an ability.
Love that.
Okay. Bogey got a 17, so it's maybe okay.
Okay.
Genius, I got a 16.
You got a 16?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you guys all save.
Thanks, Aquila.
Bogey would have killed Nova.
Any insight with what that was or what would have happened or something?
Oh,
or...
easily. Yeah, you guys, it's been, Ionia, Natara, Bogey, you've all been targeted with this constantly throughout the battle because you guys are pegged as heavier hitters. You see the malice kind of creep in your field of vision, but shake it away to avoid dealing damage to your more vulnerable companions, because both Zalf and Mova would have been targeted there.
Yes, I guess Nova probably has more than 20 HP. We've healed her pretty well, so she maybe
does.
would not have died.
I can tell you guys, she's currently at 29.
Yeah,
That's good.
Ranged attacks. 2 are going to be against Inari. 2 are going to be against, I guess Aquila now, being where she is. Okay, so Inari, that is a 19 and a 25.
Both of those will hit.
For a total of 7 piercing damage. And against
I can't hit.
It seems like they're having a harder time hitting you guys now, and also the arrows that are coming your way don't glow with the pinkish hue of malice. And then against Tequila, that is an 8 and a 12.
Both miss.
I cannot roll well against Tequila for whatever reason. I always roll really low. Are you at full health?
No, both of my
Okay.
characters are at 3/4 health. They're pretty chillin'.
That is solid. All right, I need to double check the lingering injury thing to see what I need to worry about with Mova's broken leg.
Ideally, she just moves up one and diagonal right one. Just
Yeah,
to
I
get
assume
in
you can
there.
use other characters as a walking aid. Your allies would use. she could use
Yeah,
them as
I
a
think
walking aid.
everybody right there would definitely Bogey only used one of his attacks. Zalf went there and didn't really do anything else, and same with Ionia. She didn't use an attack; she took a dodge action. Everybody kind of helps her move forward and get into this spot because she is looking pretty rough.
Sure.
That is her whole thing, but she will take a dodge action. No, she can't. If she attempts an action, she can't. She has to make a con save, so she will not attempt an action. Natara.
Natara is seeing that people are pretty much into the area and don't necessarily need her help to get in. She's just going to attack this Blade Master who's right there.
Okay.
Bonus action.
You got
Somebody
it.
should shove him or something. Like, get him out of here. Bro thinks he's part of the team.
Make sure I turned off advantage because I don't know why I put that on. Okay. So first attack is a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Damn.
Okay, so that is a total of 18 force damage.
Nice.
And then she'll try to hit him again. That is a 24 to hit.
Absolutely.
For 7 slashing damage.
Okay. Yeah, he
And
to this point was relatively unharmed, so he is still looking okay. Anything else?
nope. She's gonna stay put, so yeah.
Okay. Lydian, your wall of force. Can
Yeah.
spells pass through that? Not like through, but
what?
can like spells and like things, can you see
No.
through it basically?
No.
It's an excellent question that we have debated extensively.
You can see through it. Yes, it's
It's
invisible.
invisible.
It's an invisible wall, but spells can't pass through it.
Yeah.
Spells can't pass through it.
Well,
Now,
I
is that
think it
like
depends on
ranged?
what-
That's like ranged
Yeah, I think it
spells
depends
though,
on what the
right?
spell.
Because I don't know.
What are you debating?
The Blade Master wants to teleport through.
Oh, if you can
No.
teleport through it.
No, it's
Well, let me
not
just
that.
look up. Oh, is it like a mage on the other side or something?
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Nothing can physically pass through the wall.
But the spell isn't
Physically.
necessarily physical. Like,
It's physical.
So okay,
Hey, wait,
I'm
let me-
debating
let me look it up.
I'm telling you right now, I'm debating magic missile because it automatically hits a creature that you can see. So it would go
It
around
would
the
go over the
wall.
wall.
if it can
Go
go
over the
over
wall.
and still in range, I think that's totally fair.
Okay.
Yeah, so it needs to go up, whatever that diagonal is, and then down that diagonal, and yeah, that would hit.
Okay. This particular mage is going to send one at Bogey, one at Zalf, one at Ionia.
Ooh. You have
Just-
shields, Alf?
I do have shield.
Solely based on
So-
positioning. Well, that would be helpful
Yeah.
for you.
Well, I-
Zal has,
One.
One.
so Zal has 1 HP.
yeah.
Okay,
Um.
well then,
So
So
as
against
long as Naomi
shield forces it to miss, correct?
Shield
think
is the
so.
only
Yeah.
defense against magic missile, yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
shielding?
So,
Yes, I'll have
Okay.
him react and shield.
All right.
Okay.
That missile that would have hit Zalf doesn't, but Bogey takes 3 force damage and Ionia takes 2.
good thing. He is
Who
not a
all
spellcaster.
is going right now? Okay, so this guy. All right, this one's going to target Lorhannon twice. This one is going to target. Well,
No.
no one really. He'd have to move. And then this one is going to target Krawkek twice. All right, so let me get rid of those real quick. So 2 for Lorhannon, 2 for Krawkek.
Are these arrows, right?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Lorhannon, that's a 7 and a 14.
14 will hit.
Oh.
That's 5 piercing damage. And it's this one here. I believe this is the one that was...
Which one is doing it? Sorry.
I'm pinging.
That is already my guy. It's already
Yes.
my guy.
It was already your guy.
Okay, cool.
So did you say the 14 hit for... Yeah, it's 5 piercing.
14 hit. 5 Yep.
2 against Krawkek. It's 2 22s.
I'll Silvery Barbs the first one
Okay.
as Lydian.
That's a 9.
That misses. Advantage to Krawkek on the second 22, and then he'll take the damage and then make his con check with advantage.
Okay. It's 6 piercing damage. So you just need to hit the 10.
Big save.
Okay. Saving throw. That's a
Huge.
crit- That's a crit.
Yeah.
Again.
Nice. Very nice.
Yes. And should
It
also be
is
sent.
this
That's
Blade
both, but
Master.
that's-
Huh. This Blade Master. Yeah. Inari, can you please make a wisdom saving throw?
Yes, and I did add the modifier now, and it should
Cool.
work. So
Sweet.
let me just do that wisdom save again. That's an 11.
Okay.
And I have no way of.
Does a 22 hit?
Yeah.
You take 18 piercing damage.
All right. Oof.
What's the wisdom save?
It's the Blade Master's ability when he teleports to
Yeah.
notice the Blade Master. Otherwise he gets advantage on his attack against you, but can only make
okay.
one attack.
Gotcha. Cool ability.
All right. I have 16 HP left.
That guy went,
chilling,
that guy
you're fine.
went, that guy went. This guy is behind the wall of force. He'd probably fire off 2 arrows and they'd both hit the wall of force and fall into the lava.
Hell yeah.
Fey Mellow.
All right. I am speed. I am going to bonus action Step of the Wind to double my movement speed to 100. And then I'm going to start Femello's wild journey here as she.
You can go to the left, like over the bridge.
Yeah.
So-
Well, no, just wait.
Oh no.
Femello jumps off the cliff and does not take any fall damage because of slow fall. She moves 5 feet here. She's taken a 10-foot run up so she can use her jump action
Oh
to
my
jump
gosh.
24 feet.
Dude, it's literally
Let's go.
like literally Bowser submarine from Mario 64. You're just jumping, like long jumping everywhere.
Yeah. So I believe that's 60 feet, so I still have some movement to get up. So I will move up next to this fine fellow and make a couple attacks against him.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Use my unarmed strikes against him. That's a 27 to hit.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
I'm going to force him to make a saving throw or be stunned with
What
stunning
save?
strike.
What kind of save is that?
Con save.
Con.
Faye is not in the range. Just letting you know.
I know. I'm aware.
That is
Okay,
an
good.
11.
That fails, so he is stunned.
Okay.
I will now punch him again with advantage.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Only a 15.
Just hits.
Okay. So total of damage between those two strikes is 16 bludgeoning damage.
Got it.
And then she will use her remaining movement to squeeze past Aquila into the zone of good area. The zone of good vibes.
Good vibes.
The zone of not lava.
Yeah, you got it. Hell of a turn.
Monk shit.
All right. Score on time.
You know,
Gorons.
get in here.
Gorons want to
Anybody-
be saved. It's not Yunobo's turn. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. The Gorons, we encourage we encourage
We encourage.
we encourage
Wait,
any
would we
Gorons.
encourage them?
We can save, I think, 2 Gorons. If we get Inari and Lorhanan in those other 2 spots, I think we can save 2 Gorons.
Well, Hayden doesn't need to go in that spot, but
Oh yeah, he can go above somebody
he
can fly.
fly above you and get
So-
pushed in.
So we just say 3 Gorons come here.
No, all Gorons get here.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Oh yeah, we can pack in.
Also, they
So-
should grab any corpses that they can.
Okay. They can dash. So they can move up to 75 feet because they can recurl for 5 feet of movement. And then their movement jumps up to 40 minus 5, doubled
Yep.
So they have 75 feet that they can all go. Which is how many tiles? Is that 15? 15 tiles?
15, yes.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 9. He gets here. He brings his buddy along.
Nice. See, that's a Goron hero right there.
5, 6, 7,
He will not be saved.
10. 1, 2,
Oh my god.
No.
These guys will not be saved by being where they are, Jenna.
Poor guys.
Well, there's people.
They need to occupy our same spaces.
This is tragic.
Yeah.
Is it really? I thought it was a larger radius. I guess not.
It's 10 feet.
That'd be
We're just gonna get these people like up to the dome, and then
Can we just leave? Like,
that's gonna be the saddest
LG
thing
needs
ever.
to get in the bag. LG needs to get in the bag on his turn to get another open space for these guys
True.
to not get into.
We could also give up on the Wall of Force dream and try to divert the lava around us with it. Like, wait,
feel like
10 minutes. I don't think 10 minutes is enough.
we have two turns until Doom is coming. Can we see the lava coming down the mountain?
Yes.
Is it? And it's like moving fast, right?
It is moving unnaturally fast for lava.
Okay, so we feel like it's in one turn going to obliterate this town. Like it will not be a couple turns.
Oh yes. Oh yes. It is going so fast that it will, on the like start of that round that it hits the town, it will take the whole town in one swoop.
All right, start getting on each other's shoulders.
Yeah.
These guys
Tell them to get prone. And get
make it
underneath
back
people's
probably
legs.
about that far because of how far they
Oh,
rolled
right,
off the
yeah.
They
stream.
don't deserve life.
Can they?
Those
Can
guys.
they curl? Can they? If they're curled, can
Yes.
they like squeeze in?
They were off the map. I'm saying that they come about like halfway from like the view of the map.
No,
Yeah, we mean the ones that actually have a will to live.
Oh,
No.
Genetically.
yeah, I can say that they can occupy the space. I'm gonna put this guy in the same space as LG. And then I can have them double up if they don't have a corpse with them. The ones that have corpses are already, I'm gonna consider doubled up.
Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, they used their action to dash, right? Or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was gonna say because they all take their turns on the same turn, we could pass the knife around to them.
What does the knife do for them?
It's the knife of spider
Spider
climb.
climb.
so
Oh,
they can
spider
stand on
climb.
the ceiling.
Oh, yeah. Oh, true. I guess the inside.
All right. I think that's all of the living Gorons that I can see.
It's about to get absolutely insane.
Except for poor Yanobo.
Yeah, well, he
Yeah.
rolled a nat 1 on his initiative, so he can, deal with that.
Should have
Lydian's still invisible. We have one more turn to squeeze everyone in, so we just need to get everyone here, and then we can spend a turn trying to do all our shenanigans to decrease the
Well,
space.
I have to wall of force on my turn because then the lava's gonna be here like by the top of the turn order next time. So I have to spend like it's
Or you
it's
can hold
whoever's
your action.
Oh,
Until the
yeah,
Gorons move.
until the very end of the.
Yeah,
Until all the Gorons move.
until as many people as we can are squeezed in, then you can do it.
Okay. All right.
Jenna's like, this is tragic, but also cool. Everyone was like, this is tragic, but also cool.
What else are we supposed to do in this scenario? There's literally nothing.
I think both Malice Igneo Taluses need to regain arms, so I don't think they can act either of them right now. 2 more arrows going towards Lorhannon from this guy up in the north. This guy up here.
Okay.
We are literally gonna have to pull.
You are gonna have to pull Lorhan in through this portal.
It is a 9 and a 15
A 15 will hit.
for 8 piercing. Nice solid max roll there from the Yiga.
Okay. And then this is a wisdom saving throw. Yeah. What is the DC? I think it's 15.
No. Your hand.
Okay, so that guy too at the top. Okay, cool.
No Christ.
Okay. It is the Blade Master in here's turn, but he is stunned. How long does that last, John?
Until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Push him out. Make room for someone else.
That's true. We can also beat the hell out of him.
Yeah, no actions or reactions. Attack rolls against him have advantage, automatically fail strength and dex saving throws. He can't move, and he can barely speak. He's just kind of like muttering like
Somebody's gotta
LG.
jump him.
Into the bag. Into the bag.
Yeah, LG will get in the bag. Let me just remove him from existence.
So real.
LG is in the bag again. LG is intelligent enough to comprehend that this is a oh shit situation and will willingly go into the bag this time to
Character
avoid
growth.
the lava. Only in the most deadly of situations will LG comply. Lord Hannon.
All right, guys. This is great. I'm doing absolutely fantastic. So let's see. I will go for guy number 1 with some Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
Well, I guess actually I will go for both guys with Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
Since I will interpret this as I need to attack both of them.
Sure, yeah.
I'll send the first 2 to the guy on the right, and
Okay.
then the last one to the guy in the north.
You got it.
All right, so 18 and 14 on the first 2.
Give me 1 second. I have to see if they're yes, it did go down. 18 and 14 will both hit.
Awesome.
Y'all.
Okay, that guy takes 4 force damage.
Hell yeah.
Necrotic damage as well, or no?
Oh shit, you're right. He does take damage. Oh, you're right. So that's, I think it's 1d6, or let's see, let me just double check. Like 1d6 for each, so it's 2d6 on that guy. He takes 4 force and 8 necrotic.
He looks like shit.
Great. Well, he's not dying because I'm hitting the other guy.
Yes.
Very unfortunate.
Wait, we took another turn.
That's true. True. He takes 3 force and 5 necrotic.
And that is enough to bring him down.
Oh,
It
that
seems-
kills him?
It's surprising. You don't expect him to go down given like the previous trajectory of like how the battle was going, but it seems that like they any kind of like bolstering effect that they had like again just like a moment ago has wore off, and as such he is much easier to kill all of a sudden, and it even surprises you.
Damn.
Hey, I am genuinely shocked by that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And
let's
one
see.
guy left.
That's right. From me. Okay, so I can get to be flying above these guys.
Okay.
So I'll move. So I'm flying above those guys.
getting tight here.
And I'll use my bonus action to heal myself with my aura. for 8. So that means that I took 5 necrotic. Okay,
right. Inari.
that's it.
Okay, John. So, question: when Akila tells Inari to jump, does she tell her like in any specific direction, or is she just
You
say
could jump in
jump?
place. My thing is triggered by you jumping. so-
Okay. So now I have a question for Jenna. So I'm near where the prophetess was, and the prophetess was bloodied. Does Inari see any of the prophetess's blood on the ground nearby?
Especially given Inari hasn't hit anyone up here, so it's just the prophetess.
Give me
Yeah.
either perception or investigation.
Oh gosh, I think those are both gonna be
Big checks.
okay. Let me get the right sheet open. Okay, perception or investigation. All right, there's literally not a difference. I'm gonna click perception. That's a 17.
That's pretty good.
Inari, on the ground right here, where she initially took her first couple of
Gosh.
hits, you do see blood on the ground.
Would it be an action for me to pick it up?
How are you picking it up?
I mean, Inari's just gonna bend down
Are you
and,
just like
like,
scooping it? I
scoop
guess?
it. Yeah, like, I don't think she's got anything that she could use to carry it, so I
Well,
think it would just
does
be
Inari have like woven clothing? You could just absorb some.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. So with that, just a question, because that impacts what I'm thinking about doing here.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, if you want to absorb it, you certainly could. I'd say because it's like that's a pretty simple, straightforward thing, and you're not really grabbing anything out of your bag or whatever, not, like, you know, any like major piece of like equipment or anything like that. You could do that as a free action. You just have to get to
Ooh.
that square.
Okay, good, because I kind of want to disengage before I go do that.
That'd be
Yeah,
healthy.
All right, now
I'm
you're
gonna
good.
disengage, and then she's gonna go like right here, right?
Okay. Yeah,
She's
right
gonna
there.
soak it.
Yeah.
And then
What are you soaking it with? Is it like a piece of your clothing or
It's
something?
like a
or-
piece of her clothing. Yeah.
Okay, great. So we have
She
to try
doesn't
on
really-
using Inari's bra.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I imagine like
Well-
maybe like a piece because you have like your big Gerudo pants that you
Yeah,
kind of have that are like
I mean,
flowy. You probably just like rip a
probably
piece of that
tattered.
off and just
Okay.
dab
Yeah.
dab. Now you have.
So
You may add a
Inari's-
piece of fabric soaked with blood to your inventory.
Oh boy. And then Inari will jump.
Okay, when I see Inari jump, I will cast Vortex Warp on her and warp her
Okay.
next to me.
Okay.
Okay, so I would just go over here, or
Yep.
do I have to roll or something?
No, that's
Okay.
it.
Oh,
I
sick.
guess you,
Holy
you
shit.
would
You are
choose to,
friendly.
you would choose to save. Or
Yeah.
choose to fail. Choose to fail, but
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else,
Look at,
Inari?
That's it, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yonobo will curl because again the Malice Taluses are regaining their arms. Yonobo will curl and roll and dash. He can only get here. I mean, all the squares are kind of filled here. I believe
Bogey
that's
can curl. Bogey will curl for him. But
okay.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. All right. The villain.
Let's see if this guy can do anything. Doesn't sound really good because everything keeps freezing for me. So give me 1 second. It's
You have
fine.
you at least have advantage against the stunned
I
moron.
do have advantage against this stunned. Yes. So. Hey, maybe this is maybe he'll actually
Big
do
sneak
this
attack.
thing.
Big sneak attack.
Okay.
Gigantic sneak
Maybe
attack incoming.
His dagger, because his dagger's not going to break.
Well, we don't know that.
He rolls a nat 1.
2 nat ones.
Sorry. This
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
Holy
nice.
shit.
That's nice.
The Katie crit is here, baby.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Finally,
That guy's
jeez.
donezo. That's a full rogue sneak attack crit.
Holy shit, yeah.
Yep.
It's
We
over.
max dice sneak attack. He's done.
Inari levels of damage are about to be done right
Yeah,
here.
this is scary.
With a
Wait.
dagger.
So that's his dagger, and then his sneak is 42 plus 27.
42 plus 27.
There's
Yep.
God,
that does it.
so funny. Pivolin's like, surprise! I'm stabbing you.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess the villain. Oh, sorry.
Go
And
ahead,
I
go ahead,
guess
go
he'll like move over one to try to like let more people.
Yeah, we got to do like this, like, what's it called? Like sliding tile
It's a
puzzle.
sliding puzzle. Yeah.
They can like move over one and.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's his turn. Like, I don't think
absolutely.
yeah.
I think that on this turn, because the lava is close, you guys watch as on each of their turns the Yiga begin to disappear.
Someone's gonna
Bogey.
need to hold me back. Because my guy goes before me.
Oh gosh.
Bogey, what would you like to do?
Good point. Bogey, I guess Bogey will curl to make more room.
Got it. Lydian?
I think I am going to. I have to give a conditional, which I hate doing.
What do you mean?
So okay, I just want to recap really quick. Are the Gorons like there's this guy and there's this guy? Are they alive or are they corpses or are they people carrying corpses?
This guy and this guy?
Yeah, the ones on the outside of the.
They
of
are
the circle.
alive and they are carrying corpses.
Okay. Because they're gonna like okay, we can if Bogey curls, Yunobo gets on his space. The other two Gorons can stack up, on the same square, right underneath Inari there. I guess like
Lydian flies, Ionia flies. I'm
No,
saying that because
no,
I'm
he
also.
doesn't.
He can't.
no, he has armor on. She has armor on.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's right. You guys can't.
You
fly.
gave us that challenge. Never mind.
I know.
So I think
Sir, do you know how
think-
many things I'm keeping track of? I'm sorry, I
not
forgot
many
you're wearing
anymore.
armor.
Most are dead. I'm gonna. I think Lydian will. If I squeeze past Natara to get to the space next to Familo, is that any sort of check or anything, or is that just double movement?
Double movement. Friendly
Okay.
creatures.
So Lydian will move up a little bit. That makes more sense. He'll encourage Ionia to shift right and Zalf to shift right, and then what?
We've also got polymorph in.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yes,
like.
that's coming
I
down the
don't want to metagame, but like Zalf is like planning on doing that to him and his sister
Yeah,
next
that's
turn,
coming down the
going
pipe.
in the bag.
Okay, so I'm good with staying right there, and then I'm going to hold my action until. Oh my god, I can't say like a number of Gorons because what if one of them don't make it?
No, you just have to do until it's
Yunobo.
whatever's
Yunobo.
turn. Yunobo's
Yeah,
turn.
yeah,
Yunobo's
can I say
turn.
I'll say after Yunobo's turn, I will cast Wall of Force. Is
Okay.
that okay?
Yeah, at the end
that's
of his
my
turn,
sixth-
you will cast Wall of Force. Yep.
That is my 6th level spell slot.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Game faces.
Kralkek, are you doing anything?
No, I will just give.
Dodge.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the dodge action. That's so right.
You're concentrating on Lydian's guy. Or Lydian
Yo.
spell.
Another foot soldier disappears. Zalf.
Okay, so Zalf is gonna put his hand on Moba's shoulder and he's just gonna go, trust me. And then he's gonna cast polymorph. And Jenna, I'm looking at the list of polymorph options available to me here. The idea of turning both of them into a flying snake is kind of really funny to me.
Flying snake?
That is a possible option. Is that a little too silly? Should we perhaps go for owl or hawk? I am up to DM discretion.
I think whatever Zalf thinks of is what it would be. And if Zalf thinks of a flying snake, then that's what they turn into.
Yeah, no, that's perfect, because that's what he would think of.
Moment of crisis. He's like, yeah, flying snake should do.
God,
Awesome.
Zelf most likable of Moba's
Zelf
crew.
is-
Is objectively the best member of
Hey, look, Mova can't have a broken leg if she doesn't have legs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What ribs?
We're here for snakes.
Or wait, do snakes have
Do snakes
ribs?
have
No, I guess they don't.
No.
Oh yeah, no, they don't. Because they're like
They're just like
vertebrae.
muscle. Yeah.
So we get around the injuries by just having Zalf polymorph everyone who's injured into animals every day. I mean, just the whole
Yeah, for 10 minutes.
All right.
For 10
Yeah, for
minutes.
10 minutes.
Almost an
10
hour.
minutes.
Almost an hour. So.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you turn you guys into flying snakes.
We're gonna fly in the
Mova,
back.
like the Zalf, the face you see that Mova gives you is just like more fear. She's just like, no, please, what are you about to do? And then, bam, you guys are flying snakes. And you guys may occupy, as I guess you'd be tiny creatures. What is the
yeah,
size of
let me
that
double check. I
beast?
think flying snakes are like a CR1, so
What's the size?
yeah, let me pull that up.
You need to
I
go in the
wasn't-
bag anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna go into the bag, but
Flying
Oh, I
snakes are
just-
actually large.
I just
creatures.
searched flying snake and I didn't put D&D on it.
Tiny. Tiny.
I
let
have
me
the opposite
see.
problem.
Tiny,
I,
okay.
They're very
Tiny.
cute. They're
They are
very cute.
adorable. Like, look at that. Oh my gosh.
Just a little
That is-
guy.
That's
That is
precious.
very
Tiny. Tiny is the size.
tiny.
All right. You guys, you don't have to go in the bag. You can just be like in the space. You know what I mean? Occupy
but
the
then you
space of
get
somebody else
shot
because you're tiny.
Or take damage.
True.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, let's see.
The bag has 5 minutes of air with both of you in there, so.
Yeah, I mean, we only have 5 hit points as tiny flying snakes, so it might benefit us to go into the bag.
Especially because if you get hit, you will definitely take 5 damage and then definitely take overdraft damage and die.
Yeah.
No, it's hard to reaction.
Nadara still has her reaction, so.
That's true, Fi does as well. But like, imagine a flying snake gets hit by an arrow and then like Zalf suddenly appears doing the Family Guy dead pose on the ground.
Just
Oh gosh.
Yep.
Yeah. That's probably we should probably go into the bag. That makes sense.
Bag is still
I
open
trust.
from LG just climbing inside, so you guys can both go into the bag.
Oh, we will go hang out
I
with
feel like we have to
LG.
stop the Gorons from being like, no, you cannot go into the bag. This is tiny guys only bag.
I'm just gonna put you guys off to the side. Mova will go on her turn. That'll be her action. So I'm just gonna put you guys off to the side. But you are tiny snakes in a bag of holding.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Some more disappearances. Who's this guy? Ionia will shift in more. Oh, I guess was she on top of? Oh, it's just a dead body.
Yeah.
Hang on. There we go.
Oh, it's just a dead body.
I think that's the child actually.
D&D things.
Yeah.
There's
The dead body of
just
a
the
child.
family die death pose being sent at the same exact time too.
I think that it's the Dobby in a glue trap type pose.
You're like the snake looking at Sal. This is where I wish I could draw.
Dodge. Aquila.
All right, it's time for my greatest move to occur.
Oh?
God.
I am going to jump onto Inari's back for a piggyback, and then I'm going to cast Reduce on myself. I'm
Oh,
just a
awesome.
tiny little guy. You wouldn't hurt a tiny little
I'm just-
guy.
She's so little. She's so small. Oh my god. She's so small. It's like Wanda Childa.
So I am now a small creature, and I weigh less than 20 pounds now.
Hi.
I have like bird bones now.
Does Aquila say anything to Inari as she does this?
I mean, I want to say like Aquila would not say this, but like I want to be like, "Go, my faithful steed."
Anything else, Aquila?
No, Inari knows what she needs to do.
Okay. Couple more.
Aquila should check her phone because
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Aquila should check her phone because if Inari wants to double check that thing that we wanted to.
Mova, as a tiny flying snake, gets into the bag of holding. Natara.
I mean, does Natara just try to shoot Warhannon's guy? Is that too metagamey?
He's the guy who's closest to being dead and still here.
He
So I think
is.
it is totally
I mean, it
reasonable.
definitely makes sense. I mean, there are two potential targets for you right now because you know that wall of forces there, that are like foot soldiers. It's totally fair.
Okay. Well, Natara will shoot Warhannon's guy then, or attempt to anyway.
Okay.
Sorry, I just realized that the sheet was not open. Let me to refresh everything because everything was frozen. And okay. Okay. So that is that roll.
Yes.
Okay. God damn it. That's a 9.
Nope.
And okay. The second attack, like there's a part of me that just wants to cast Zephyr Strike on myself so I can get advantage.
Smoke
that's
them while
a
you got them.
I might
True.
as well. I'll do that.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so cast Zephyr Strike on myself. This is the one I will use advantage on. Plus, that means that if I hit, I deal an extra 1d8 force damage.
Yes.
So that should.
Nice.
That's good as well. With that.
Oh man.
22.
22 will hit.
Instead of another 9. Okay. 8. So that's 9 piercing plus 7 force.
He goes down.
Nice.
Good use of that. I'm not going to use the movement stuff, but now no opportunity attacks on me.
Right now, Warhannon does not have to chase after some guy who has left the building.
It's good.
Anything
You're
else,
welcome.
Natara?
Nope.
Okay. Some more foot soldiers and Blade Master disappear. Femello?
I don't think I can really do anything to reduce my own size as Femello. Yeah.
Yes.
What's that?
Oh, I was just going to say, if she wants to move into the same space as Natara, I don't think Natara's doubled up yet.
Oh, okay. All right. I will double up then,
You guys squish.
and then I'll dodge action.
Okay. Gorons. These guys move into here. These guys move into here. Yunobo and Bogey, curled, occupy the same space. These guys, curled, make it into here. And that's everybody inside the circle now, correct?
Looks like it. We left, I think, one corpse or a few corpses actually. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
we left,
yeah.
like,
Does
5.
Yunobo moved in then? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just moved in because
Another.
Gorons.
Right.
Oh, I guess, yeah. He would technically, that's the triggering thing for.
Well, I'm just saying,
Yes.
my map might not be right, but it looks like there's somebody else, another Goron, who's not in the circle yet.
Where?
Can you
I
ping?
don't know. I think my
My-
map is
my-
messed up.
My map seems
Yeah.
to be
Okay.
not up to
Yeah,
date.
it looks like there's like 5 corpses that we didn't that
I'm-
nobody brought in, but otherwise every living Goron is
I
inside.
think my map's just not handling things well.
So I guess does the Talus do the Talus do anything
Yes.
technically? You know,
Yes.
Yes. That's why I put him back. How far? Okay. So with this advantage, he has a clear shot on the Inari Aquila combo. So we will use Inari's AC on this attack with disadvantage because it's out of range. It's an 11.
Oh, that'll miss.
Nice.
And hang on. So there's Boulder. Can I make one?
That's a circle.
Boulder absorb action. Okay, so he only has one arm, and that's all he can do. Lorhannon.
I'll heal myself again.
Alright.
And dodge, I guess, if it matters.
Okay, Inari.
Okay, so we're not starting Operation Gentle Repose yet.
You can. It's up to
I
you.
think we might give up on it, but
Give up on it. What do you mean?
Why?
well,
If we're at
I guess I don't know
forced-
exactly what Gentle Repose does. But
It's just Gentle Repose is just Inari looking at the dead Gorons and going, "You will not stay dead." Like it's preserving their bodies so that they can be revivified later
It
down
stops
the
the
line.
clock on the revivify time limit,
Yeah.
so we can revivify them within the next 10 days.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? I will. Is there a dead Goron like here underneath? Like,
No.
is there a reason there's an X
No.
there?
It's a dead
just a
Blade
Blade
Master. You can
okay.
Gentle Repose him. That'd be fun.
No, I'm good.
the dead Gorons are all along the bottom.
So I think the problem I have would be reaching them. Like Inari would be able to, but like she'd have to squish in like, and she's
Yeah,
carrying.
An
What's
open
heal
spot
up.
here, right?
What's the casting time for Gentle Repose? Is it an action?
Yeah.
Okay.
One action.
Just double checking.
And I mean, if I'm here, if I move her here, I can bonus action, convert my last 3rd level spell slot into 3 sorcery points, which would allow me a twin spell cast Gentle Repose on, let me just see. Just want to make sure. Wait, so there's, just to clarify, there's a lot of guys with X's on them. There's a dead guy here?
Yeah.
There's a dead guy on either side of you, yeah, and,
Okay.
and also on
Underneath
top
you.
of it.
I'm gonna have,
I mean, I don't think
Okay.
there's a rush, so don't feel like you have to
it's
twin
not a rush,
spell.
but it's just fun, like,
Okay,
you know,
yeah.
like flavor-wise. So I'm gonna have Inari reach out both of her hands on either side of her. She's gonna close her eyes, and you'll just see, like, this dark, gentle blue swirling, like, color, like, branch out from where her hands are on the dead Goron's bodies, and she's going to cast Gentle Repose via twin spell
Okay.
on both of them.
Yeah, they glow with your blue magic. It's almost like they're, as you touch them, like a layer of frost, like you'd see on a windshield, kind of like spreads over their bodies before dissipating. It's just like in like a magically dissipating as it grows.
Neat. Thank you. Well, that's it for Inari.
Only one more corpse we have to gentle repose then.
This guy is going to try to throw his arm. It collides with the wall of force that is existing there. And that is that. Yunobo hops in. There's room for him over here. He'll just go right here. And end his turn, and with that, your wall of force manifests.
Yep, I'll drop concentration on the other one and cast Wall of Force in a 10-foot radius circle around everybody here, and then choose to shunt everybody relevant inside. I don't think there's anybody irrelevant right now, so
No.
that's a dome. We're fully protected from the lava, or so they say.
Yeah, you guys all squish inside, and with that, as the top of the order comes to fruition here, this malice infused lava rushes over the entire city and just absolutely drowns out everything you can see. All of the corpses of both Yiga and Gorons that remained here are totally washed away and absorbed into it, and the Malice Igniotalis actually seem to be unaffected by it, as it is literally lava and malice, which is their entire what they are entirely constitute of, I guess.
Mm.
But the force of it still pushes them off the map here, because it is still like getting hit with a tsunami.
Mhm.
Carried away. But all of you are protected inside this invisible force wall. It gets, I guess, would it heat up? Can temperature pass through your wall?
Ooh.
Good question.
I
mean,
assume
surely it can't be any hotter than it is already.
true.
Yeah.
It actually is though, because it is lava.
Evil.
That's just, hey, that's how it works. You know, if you
No,
guys
just
had
that the
gotten the
lava
helmet.
itself is evil.
Oh, the lava itself is evil. It is very good that you guys did not experience it. But I'd say that it is magical, you know, your barrier you've created. So you can tell it would be hot in here. And you guys would be burning up if you. Yeah. But you're fine.
I will insist that somebody takes the Sheikah slate off of my hip, off of my person, and uses it to teleport us out of here while I'm maintaining.
All right, well, Gnome Keela can duck through everyone's legs now to cast it, so I will do that then.
Okay.
And while Aquila is doing that, I still have 6 rounds worth of my aura to pass out.
Nice.
So who of our gang needs it? Because Mova's crew sure as hell is not getting any of that good stuff.
Keela's
Ionia's
fine.
fine.
Inari, just a little
Nari
bit.
needs a bunch.
Nari probably. Lydian's fine as well.
Lydian's invisible anyway.
Yep.
I've got like 58 health.
Okay, so I'll go with 4 rounds worth to Inari, 1 round to myself, 1 round to Natara. So that is 8d6 to Inari.
Holy
That's
shit.
28 for Inari.
All right, thank you.
2d6 for Natara. 6. And 2d6 for me is...
As I'm drawing the teleportation circle, I'm going to explain the teleportation circle to Mova's crew and to the Gorons as well. That, like, in a minute, once this is done, the portal will open. Everyone can start running through it. It's open for 6 seconds. We have been misreading teleportation circle this entire time.
Wait, what?
No, well, I think it's a custom teleportation thing because it's the Sheikah slate, right?
It says it
the
casts
spell.
teleportation, sir.
Oh.
Which is not a teleport is the one that has you're limited to 8 or 10 creatures or something. Teleportation circle is you open a teleportation portal for 6 seconds and any creature can run through it.
Oh. Nice. Look at that.
So luckily no one has to draw straws here.
Yeah. I think we can all get through.
We don't have to do our BS spit everyone in the bag.
That's right. That's right.
We are selecting our destination, Jenna, as the Great Fairy Leiho's grotto.
Interesting. I'm just going to copy this whole thing. Anybody else doing anything in the moments that Aquila is preparing this.
Yeah, I'll bonus action stanky leg.
Thanks, Lydian.
I think Bogey and probably a lot of the Gorons start crying rock tears, whatever that looks like.
I don't know if they're capable of crying.
Yeah, like what does a Goron crying look like? I don't even know.
It's probably like, you know, in Adventure Time, that mountain that cries, boulders.
Boulders, yeah.
It's probably like little tiny bits of gravel
Like
that like just
yeah, like
fall.
pebbles and like river pebbles and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Anari, don't forget to gentle repose that last guy.
No, I'm good. I got it.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah. So Nori would just do that.
Jesus Christ. I don't. I'd have to give you all vision to see this map.
Wait, what do you mean?
What?
In
Can you just
Leho's
toggle
lair,
off Fog of War?
I guess, but then you see like
Is
the
there
gross
stuff that we
little
shouldn't see?
lines. Yeah, and
Is there
I guess
secret
she
stuff
can
in
go
Leho's
here.
hut?
No, it's
Wait,
just.
Leho still has hidden stuff?
Let me see what I can do here.
We're in the room where we talked.
Do we want to take an early break, maybe?
No, we're good. Here we go. All
Okay.
right. If there is nothing else anybody does, other than bonus action stanky legging, as this goes, you all witness the circle open, and you pass through and enter Leho's. Close out of all this. The Forgotten Temple, where Leho's grotto lies.
What's the secret that we weren't supposed to see?
No, I just had to toggle some stuff. Don't worry about it. We're good.
The
Also,
laser
like,
lines and all that stuff.
yeah, you
They're
see all
all
my
like
like
columns
the
thing.
weird lines that I have, you know. But it's fine. You guys are here.
Cool.
Spread
Let
out.
me stop the music. I just realized what's happening. Okay, sad music time.
Yeah.
Regrouping.
We'll open the bag and let our polymorphed and our robot friend out.
Yeah. And
Light some torches and
choose-
start setting up a camp. Inari, do you have Revivify?
Let me double check. If not, I could probably get it. Let me double check. Because Nori, I mean, the part that sucks is with Nori multi-classing. This is something she probably would have gotten by now if she was.
I have it prepared. I only have 2 slots for
Oh,
the
it's
day.
Paladin and it's third. No, my third level spell slots are Sorcerer.
Okay.
I think. Let me double check.
Alright, then we'll just have to wait until tomorrow then, and I can revivify the 3rd Goron.
The third Goron.
There's 3 gentle reposed Gorons. I have 2 spell slots for level 3, so...
Okay, yeah, I can't cast it because yeah, I don't have third level Paladin spells yet.
Okay, I'm going to then immediately, Jenna, start casting Revivify on 2 of these Gorons using the diamonds that we have.
Okay. Which two? The two that are gentle reposed, or one and the other guy?
All 3 are gentle
Oh,
reposed.
my bad.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys just said that. I'm so sorry. All right. 2 of them come back.
It doesn't really matter, yeah. A couple of them.
We kind of saved a lot of Gorons.
Yeah, we did.
This
Not
is
gonna
actually
lie.
I'm actually stunned by this.
Like,
I think
damn.
Lydian comes out of this like battle mode and like burning at like wall of force here and wall of force around us, and I think Lydian just starts like taking it in, and the emotions kind of hit him in waves of just like everything that had happened, and he's like kind of crying, going around hugging his friends, making sure everybody's okay, like being like, "Are you okay? Like did you are you hurt? Just trying to recalibrate everything and process everything that happened."
Natara's very existent. Natara's going around to first 11th hour and just like individually checking if anybody needs more healing. And then she'll go to Mova's crew and the Gorons if she has 12 slots left after anybody who might need healing.
Nari would probably be bent over and just taking a quicker, like a deeper look at the one Goron who's not getting revivified. But she's like every so often side eyeing Bogey's crew. And there is a deep, intense anger in her eyes as she does so.
Oh yeah, and then she's also very upset because she is like at them for doing the exact thing that would bring harm onto people, because that is like the exact opposite of anything that she would do. So she's just trying to comprehend what happened there.
We're all members of Ethical Gang? Question mark. Or
I honestly, Lydian is more middling than the rest of the crew. I specifically feel like Mova's crew might not have known any different and is kind of giving them the benefit of the doubt. So, like, you know, he can gladly go against the rest of the 11th hour, but I feel like, you know, the more people we have on our side, the better. We shouldn't be here to make enemies. So I might be kind of talking to them about, like, you know, didn't you see our messages? And, like, you know, what's just, you know, like,
I think
I
first
might just
before
be chatting with Mova.
well, yeah, first before we dive into that lively
Yes.
discussion, we should explain to the Gorons that where we are, we're in Tanagar Canyon on the other side of Hyrule. This is safe for now, but that they should not touch anything here. We'll say that this is sort of sacred ground, and that they should be respectful to the Great Fairy Leiho here, and that they should just try to get some rest and recuperate now. We'll probably send out some foraging parties tomorrow.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Akila.
The Gorons are definitely receptive to this, and there is so much gratitude, but also it shifts to a deep mourning that they're all feeling over the Gorons that they lost in that battle. They all kind of like cluster together. You know, a couple different areas of encampment here, and chat amongst themselves. Some of them, you can tell just by like the cracks in their voice, pun intended, um, deeply upset by their losses.
Do we want to search that Blade Master?
Oh, I guess he did come along with us.
You did kind of just fall through the portal too.
Yeah.
He did.
Let's do that.
Also,
Yeah.
maybe, I don't know if, I'll look at Inari. I don't know what other necromancy magic you sort of have. Any use we could make of this corpse?
Oh, I speak with dead.
Hmm. We'd
I
have
would
to
need
be a
some
little
long rest
tricky
for
about
that.
it. Yeah, we'd have to be
Yeah.
tricky about it
I
as
don't have
well,
any
because they
level
will
30
not want to
spell
talk to
slots.
us.
Mhm.
Can I just like investigate and see if I can get any sense of like identification on this guy, or like figure out if he's an important role or just kind of a random guy?
Yeah. You go over. Go ahead and give me a general investigation check.
That's a 22.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, on his body, you find 14 rupees, 2 mighty bananas, you know, the stuff you'd expect. He does have a wind cleaver. He does have his mask. You remove his mask. Just seems to be a pale Hylian man who has like a reddish brown mop of hair underneath everything. Um, I mean, as far as like an identity goes, you wouldn't know who this is. This is just a guy, really. I mean, that's all most of them are. They're just people underneath their masks and under their uniforms. Um,
How
but
profound.
he is, yeah, I mean, deeply hurt by the you can tell, I'd say too, that the dagger that killed him, it pierced through his heart, and he just instantly was killed from that. Is there anything else you're looking for from him?
No, I don't think so. Lydian's still a little bit squeamish, just like looking at an actual, you know, slain body that's not a monster. Just
Yeah, I mean, his uniform is torn up and soaked with blood. Um, it's not pretty.
Whatever we do with him, we'll have to get him out of here. We can't keep him here. It could bring sickness, if the Gorons are capable of sickness.
We should take the wind cleaver as well. I don't know who's gonna have it, but
Good call.
I guess I'll ask Orhanon, are Blade Masters like captains or squad leaders? Is there a distinction between a Blade Master and, say, someone like Zahn or the leader that tried to kidnap Natara's sister?
Blade Masters filled different roles within the Yiga clan. Certainly, like a captain role is one option, sort of as commanding specific foot soldiers. I guess maybe Jenna, I'll look at his wind cleaver. So previously, my wind cleaver had like essentially a malice infusion of some kind. Like, does that seem to also be like what this guy has? I guess maybe I'll make it. I'll perhaps change the question a little bit of what I'm describing. Not that like the blade itself has malice power in it, but like when I had a wind cleaver as my packed weapon, there was like some like inherent evil in it.
Mm-hmm.
Does that also seem to be the case for this guy's weapon?
Give me an Arcana check with advantage, please.
Ooh.
And do. Advantage. So that's with a +5. A +5, that's a 16.
Okay. It looks like that, yes, it did possess that same kind of energy. But now that the sort of host of the sort of pact, I guess, is deceased, it no longer carries that energy anymore. It is just it doesn't necessarily mean it's a mundane weapon, but it no longer carries that aspect. But you can tell on that roll that it did.
Yeah. That's what I would expect. So that
All right, so we should probably drag him to one of the outer chambers. It's sort of desecrating to have him here anyway.
Jenna, notably, I guess also speaking of the outer chambers, the guardians that were here do not respawn on the blood moon that had just happened.
These ones did not.
They're Lehos.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
Them separately.
Do we want to have our conversation with them? Maybe not in the same room as the Goron.
Yeah, let's keep the Gorons here. Maybe go to the larger room.
Yeah, I think that Mova's crew would have probably set up over here, probably away from you guys. They're very shaken up.
Let's go.
let's go.
All right.
Whatever Akila says, imagine Inari just behind her, arms crossed, very menacingly.
Right.
I am walking straight over to them and I'm calling out, "Hail, the heroes of Goron City!"
I'm gonna let Aquila ride with this until it gets too far.
They half of them look up at you with like a distant look in their eyes. The other half do not raise their eyes to make contact. Mova does look up. She's among the half that look up.
How did you get into the Divine Beast?
Are you talking about Rudania?
The giant lizard.
Yeah. Well, we got in because we were being chased by those Yiga people. It was pretty easy to get inside.
You reactivated an ancient weapon. How did you do it? We have a slate that we use.
Probably Zalf would be like, "Oh, Mova, tell them about the thing that we found." And she goes, "Yeah, some of the Yiga scum followed us inside. Like I said, we were being chased and just trying to evade them. And one of them had this on them." And she'll produce the Yiga slate, which first time 11th hour is witnessing what this is. But once again, it is it's like a rudimentary version of the Sheikah slate that you possess, though the eye symbol is inverted as compared to the one you have. And rather than the blues and sort of like, I guess, cream colors that it has, and then it's red, orange, maroon, much like the colors of the Yiga clan.
Just to be clear, you boarded an ancient weapon and decided to plug the glowing red device into the terminals.
We couldn't get back out. We would have been killed. So we just kept going. We went through and we faced a great danger inside, but we were able to defeat it.
You didn't.
I'm sorry?
When we showed up later, it was still there. It would have been back this blood moon.
I'd say that probably Kralkek would speak up and say, "Look, it seems to me that you all seem to know a lot more about what's going on here than we do. Honestly, we were just trying our best."
I don't think you were.
Look. Okay, Lydian would jump in at this point and say, Kralkek, right? Nice to meet you.
You as well?
Right. I will also ask for my Gerudo bow back, but that's besides the point.
Oh, absolutely. He'll give it to you right now. Thank you so much for lending that. It really, I think, made a difference in what I could do. I think we had a great work ethic. We worked well together, I think.
Yes, I appreciate the invisibility. That could have reversed a few counter spells. I think you're very great when you play. Remind me of myself in a lot of ways. However, sorry. I'm getting off track. The point is, carry a backup bow. The second point is, what we're trying to say is that, yes, we do know a lot more about this sort of instance. I do think, you guys, it feels like you guys were getting your hands on something that you weren't entirely capable of. My perspective is that we should come at this from a united front, because we do have one common enemy in the Yiga. We all, at the very least, we need to get on okay terms with each other and understand what areas not to touch that each other has touched. Understand?
Can you run that last part back by me another time?
Stay in your lane, essentially, to boil it down to where, if you guys could help an area or something, maybe it's something that's we haven't done, but like divine beasts and stuff, we've been trying to track them down. There's a lot of magical kind of nuances about them, and like Akila was saying, something like a blood moon that resets Ganon's power, wrests back control of that divine beast unless it's taken back. Just in the future, maybe if we were to ally, maybe you guys, we allocate some other jobs more specifically, so we have a kind of finger on the pulse of what each other is doing, so that we're not just running rampant throughout Hyrule and trying to fix monsters that you don't know what they are.
Ogi says, "Oh, hold on. What do you mean the blood moon resets?" these monsters. That's never. I've never encountered such a thing before.
Have you had any experience with the blood moon or no?
Yeah, we've seen a blood moon before.
So,
Do,
go ahead.
do we have a teleportation spot close to the Breach of Demise?
Oh yeah.
You guys would. I believe you would have the tower that is right
Let's get them
there.
a
You guys have
close-up view of.
Lake
You guys are
Tower.
literally. I was gonna yell at them about that as well because they were so cocky. They were like, "Don't worry, this place is cleared now," and it's actually very dangerous that that sign is there now.
Is that
Do we,
something?
Jenna?
If we went to that tower, could we see it?
Oh, yeah.
with
I
this-
said you guys have Lake Tower. You
with
can
this-
see the Breach of
this-
Demise. You're
for
high
example?
above it.
Let's spend a minute and teleport and just kind of, we don't have to change maps or anything, but
Yeah.
we'll gather up, go over to the Sheikah Tower and see the Breach of Demise. Do we see any monsters there?
Give me a perception check.
With your
with the spyglass.
Yeah, if Lorraine lent it to me, yeah.
Yeah, anyone who wants to can.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
See
Lydian, you look, you spot, you know, the monsters crawling around, and you pass the spyglass around so that everybody can see that, yes, indeed, all of the moblins and Lizalfos that once inhabited the Breach of Demise, Moba's crew recognizes them as the ones that they slayed, have returned, indeed. And you guys return back to the, gut.
I'll speak slowly to them once we return back and everybody has seen them, and we say, I'll say that although fighting Ganon's monsters is valiant, unless we cut the source off at the heads, it's futile. The monsters will always return. They're destined to.
Mova says, "We honestly didn't know, but we move around a lot. So anytime we've ever returned to a place and seen more monsters, we just assumed that other monsters came from a neighboring area and reoccupied that spot. You know, I think that's a very plausible thing for you guys to see as true from us."
It is, and like you guys have said, you have done your best. And although my friends might be a little bit harsher on the perspective, I come from a place of peace in Rito Village, and I believe in kind of a unified front. Do you mind if we lay out where you guys have been and try to backtrack and see, you know, what you might have found? If we gather information together, we can come out of this stronger.
I'd say at this point, Ionia actually bursts through, and somewhat out of character for her, kind of just enraged by everything, is like, I can't take this anymore. Keela's 100% right. These fuckers have been absolutely messing everything up. I say we kill them right now while they're weak. And she kind of like shakes her head for a second. And is like, whoa, wait, hang on.
is
What? I'm so.
How does Pavilion react to this?
Pavilion does not look at her. But she's just like, I don't know what that was.
10. Let me see.
So Jenna, Ionia still has some horns coming out of her
Ionia
head.
has
Yeah.
horns coming out of her head. Yes.
Would they be familiar type of horns to?
I wouldn't say specifically familiar. I know what you're referring to. But I wouldn't say they necessarily resemble that. They just, it's almost like a set of horns, like just sprouted from her head, like a tiefling almost.
no one's killing anyone. There's been enough death today. But yes, I imagine it must be shocking to find that there are bigger things out in that world than the collective ego of your group.
Well, we've been humbled now. Okay. You know, we didn't understand what the messages in the sky were, and we were, yeah, on an ego high after genuinely believing we had just saved Goron City like we intended to do. That's why we were there, you know.
May I ask, with the mention of the sky notes that we've left, what is Zalf's response to this? Just genuinely curious.
Yes, I have
After
my
getting
note.
bullied for like a
Zalf was right.
solid.
Zalf was right. Zalf was right. Zalf was right.
Zalf is best. Just Zalf.
He's the one. Oh yeah, because they blamed him for doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Zalf's probably just like relieved over the fact that it wasn't him, because I don't think he could tell if it was or not, really. Like he had an idea. He was like, I don't think so, but you know, weird stuff happens
fine.
because of him all the time.
Mhm.
I would also say that listen, our group has gotten its shares worth of trying to change the dichotomy of how cultures and groups operate, so I don't want to tell you guys how to live your lives. But I will say that if you saw Zalf in that battle, he could kill you all if he wanted to. So I would be a little bit nicer to your friend unless he turns against us and then we have another sorcerer to deal with.
They all look to him, and he's like, "Hey, no, I don't wanna do that to you guys."
Just making it work.
You know what? I'm saying it here. I was gonna wait to say it later. I'm saying it here. I'm gonna
Go
turn
for
to
it.
Lydian and be like, "You really want to ally with these people? They're brigands. They stole a component, traipsed across the countryside, and were more obsessed with parties and statues than the fate of Hyrule."
You think
Akila,
we stole that? We weren't the
You didn't
ones
give it back.
trying to steal it. What happened that night at Serene's stable was we heard a commotion, we saw those Yiga trying to steal something, and we were like, no, don't. And so we fought them. And then in the commotion, we ended up with that glowing blue thing, and then we were immediately kicked out of the stable. So we had to go somewhere else, so we just pushed on and camped, and we just didn't bring it back. We weren't welcomed there. We were banned from that
So,
stable. We
so
didn't understand what we had.
you didn't return it, and then on top of that, you took the item that you knew attracted Yiga and walked directly into a region of helpless people with said item.
We didn't understand what it was. I still don't understand what it is.
look, Akila and Inari, they were trying their best in that. Yes, they didn't know what it was. Yes, it was foolish of them to do that. However, the lines have already been drawn in the sand, and these guys are capable of holding their own in a fight. It's
Are you
no use
sure? Because
antagonizing them over this.
2 of them have broken legs. Are they really that capable?
12 of us are way more capable than 6 of us, Inari, in any instance.
I don't know.
We can't trust these people at all. They might turn their backs on us for treasure at the drop of a hat.
Allyship doesn't necessarily mean, blind trust and faith. It just means we don't kill each other, and we can be our own heroes our own separate ways. These guys can go hero their own ways in their lane that's not going to do any more damage. If we're aligning on what actually, what they're capable of doing and what they can go out and do and accomplish, even with broken legs, then more power to them. We know that they're not going to be an enemy.
This is
I'm not
what
sure how they can be here. Oh,
Good.
you go. I was gonna say, I don't know how they can be heroes if all of the behavior they've exhibited right now is quite to the contrary.
Don't worry about that. We won't be trying anymore.
Good.
What does that mean?
We tried to do the right thing multiple times. It's what we've been doing for the past few months. And this is what it pays out to be. Just some nobodies from who knows where showing up, telling us that they've been the ones doing all these things with divine beasts and that what we did was wrong. even though we didn't know any better. Like, absolutely, we will not be an issue for you anymore. Do not worry about it. We will not be trying to help you guys or Hyrule any further. Back to caring about ourselves.
Playing the pity party when there are a bunch of dead Goron in the other room.
I don't
A
think about
direct
caring about
response.
yourself ever stopped. Give that slate over to us. Let the professionals do their jobs here. You can go pout in the corner then.
Damn shit, okay.
Those Gorons are on your heads. I hope they haunt you for the rest of your life.
How do we know that it wasn't you all that brought that upon us?
Well, let's see. The Yiga were chasing you with the item that you carried, and they then appeared in the village,
Took the item and
looking
left.
for the item, took the item and left.
And you all appeared just moments before.
Well, we
You're
had
right. We
witnessed...
must have teleported
yeah.
with the Yiga. I totally forgot. Another brilliant idea from the heroes of Goron City.
Aquila, it could have been. It's
No, I am sorry. I've had enough of this. These fools have cost us everything. Whatever thing is coming through the portal the Yiga are making is here because of them. I'm going to go talk to Leho and see how much time we have. You can deal with them, Lydian, if you're so keen on saving their souls.
This is 2 weeks of
So
John
be
being
it.
pissed off.
Gotta love it.
I love it so much.
Anari will go with Aquila.
How's Lorhan and Nitara? How are you guys holding up during this?
I would like to take Ionia aside after her outburst. We can
Ionia,
handle that.
you
Some
go
others.
to approach Ionia. She's holding her weapon. Like, holding it and, like, kind of, like, standing very still.
I'm gonna need to remove curses.
No, I only have less of respiration.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to take greater next level up.
But yeah, Lorhan,
bet.
you pull her aside.
Ionia, are you feeling all right?
Nar, I don't know what's going on. Something's happened to me. I don't understand. I feel like I can't calm down. I feel like I'm overwhelmed and I can't calm down, and I'm going to do something if I don't separate myself from these high emotions. It's not, I don't feel right.
Let's do that then. I think I understand what maybe you're experiencing. In battle, when I face the Yiga, sometimes I can have these high emotions that I think, nothing matters but violence, and so I think that what you're feeling might be similar to that, and I don't want you to do something that would be harmful.
What do you do to get out of it?
Well, I don't know that yet.
I mean,
That's-
Lohanan, we're not in battle right now. I still feel like on edge, like I don't know.
I would like to. This maybe is a bad idea in a different Great Fairies grotto, but I want to see if being closer to the fairy realm can let me connect better with Kotera. The Great Fairy of Healing might have some
insight.
We-
assistance in this. We could just go to we could go to Kotera.
We do. Or we could.
But let's. I want to try. Just maybe trying to see if if Kotera can like indicate that like yes, she could help.
Okay, what are you doing?
I think I am just kind of like whispering under my breath to see if like just the like kind of turning towards like Leho's portal and seeing if like I like try and talk to Kotera, could she still like hear from the other side?
Okay. And what do you say?
I'm gonna say like uh Kotera, I think that we are in need of healing. Can you help? It's pretty simple.
Yeah. You do not hear anything in your head. You do not hear anything out loud, but you ask this question and immediately you're hit with like this feeling of like affirmation.
So I'll have to convince Aquila to lend us the slate or come with us.
No, I'll give you the slate. I mean, did they hand over the Yiga slate to us?
It's a good question.
I think you stormed away before any of them had the
That's
chance
true.
to.
I did.
Um,
I did
I-
throw my
I
temper
would still
tantrum
be-
before I left.
I would still be around them, so if they wanted to hand it, it would be to me. But up to you if they hand
Yeah.
it off.
No,
Well,
definitely.
yeah. I'm
I
just
think
gonna
that
wait over here then because I was gonna offer the slate to Leho for more
Oh,
information
okay.
after we take a look at it.
yeah, Lydian, Mova would like put it in your hand a little bit aggressively, just it out of frustration, and she says to you, "We'll be out of your way in the morning."
Literally, how are they getting out of here?
I do want to chat with a few members of your party. We can do so off the record or at a later time. But thank you for that.
Off the record.
Not off the record, but like just I want to get to know what they're about and see if there's a way forward. In the meantime, though, I am gonna I will have taken off the fucking flamebreaker armor at this point, and then given I'll go over to Aquila and Inari and just hand it over wordlessly to Aquila.
Yeah.
No.
We'll pick up with the conversation with Leho, any subsequent conversations with members of Mova's crew, and any conversations with any of the Gorons after a quick break.
Yippee!
Yippee!
How are you doing? What you think? What you think?
Great.
Yeah.
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 I don't know if he's.
Yeah, we're running out of food.
We're running out of food already. I guess we went on March 6th, so it's
March 17th.
yeah.
You said something funny, so I just started doing that. So. Ew, that has armpit stains. I mean, this. Since it's where's the crackers?
Did you come to stream? Yeah, no, I like the kind of conversation between navigating this is like something that's like Lydian doesn't antagonize a lot of people like just to sort of think by that and direct that and like, okay, wait, not everybody has to be the enemy with this crew. Is it's a good battle for him to try to win. I essentially wanted Lydian to talk to, a villain about Ionia, which is out of earshot, and I wanted to talk to Mova about the the crew itself, Kropek seems like a pretty head on my shoulders sort of guy. So I wanted to be able to kind of talk to them almost individually about like you guys still do have you're just because you failed in the past or you don't know something doesn't mean that you're left for dead and that you're not helpful or anything. Like knowledge is power, and I'm willing to share some of our knowledge with you guys. And I think that a shared knowledge can kind of lead them forward and allow them to help in a certain way. I don't know what way, and definitely not in like important, divine beast ways, but they do have a role in the whole thing.
What I'm trying to embody here is that you guys, as players, have played the game before. You're looking at my world with like a broader perspective than your characters have innately, because that's how you are. Because it's the player characters. These guys live in the world. They do not share the same overall view of the world. So it's just trying to capture hey, look, other people can be like you guys, but totally different.
They also when they were confronted with information about what they actually did wrong, their initial response wasn't, "No, I think we did the right thing." It was like,
We didn't know.
"I'm sorry, we didn't know," which tells me that they're capable of learning.
Mm-hmm. They really don't like Akila now.
Well, I wouldn't either after that. But I think John did a good job. I like when Akila operates because it adds spice. I also feel like me as a D&D player now, probably about 3 or 4 years ago, I would be like, oh gosh, John's really angry about these guys. But now I'm like, okay, good. This is good stuff, and I can actually fight with John in character and not have any actual bad blood. I'm really excited about the argument we got into.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna call up Brandon at 7.
What?
About his character. He sent me a link for this summoner build. Do you know what a summoner is?
Yeah.
Is that a subclass of something?
No, it's like a build that is specializing in conjuration. They summon a lot of things.
Oh.
They make themselves so that they can maintain concentration easily on spells.
Yeah. So he said he has one idea that would be really fun to roleplay and one idea that would be really fun game mechanic wise, and he wants to ask me about a few questions about it. So I
That was probably the mechanic one.
Yep. So either way, we get Brandon on the end. The old seltzer water and
John, are you okay as a person? Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. That was really great. No, I know. Yes. I know that it's not you that's mad. I just want to make sure that emotionally you're okay. Just check it in. Good. That was awesome. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's so good. It's so good. No, yeah, you're totally good. I just felt like I'd be a bad DM if I didn't double check. Yeah, I won't remember what I did, so I'll just make everything even harder. Hey guys, that was why I implemented that because there's another party in Hyrule that doesn't have magical healing. Hmm.
Here at MOBA.
Man, Natara is better than us.
I think that
We already knew that.
Yeah.
I think that I will also healing word at 3rd level crawl kick.
Nitar will also heal self because she actually likes.
Are we jumping back into it?
Yeah, we can jump
Yeah,
back
what team do we
in.
want to do first? Healing, Leho, or
Healing split.
other?
So we
Leho can go last.
Healing
Yeah, we
is
can
fine.
save Leho.
You might
I don't
talk
even know if I'm gonna talk to her because I gotta see. I gotta look at the slate and see if I should give it to her, if it's gonna be something really awful that I should not give to her, or if she even wants to talk to me. She might just be like, "Fuck off, go do the labyrinths."
I have a question, Lorhannon. Did you give Bogey any healing from your aura of vitality or your aura, whatever the healing aura that you have is?
Oh yeah, I guess that would have been 3rd level, wouldn't it?
Let me double check.
I know you gave
I
it to
think-
Mova, so Mova actually will be fine after this long rest.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Mova. Mova. I go back through all of the chronicle.
Oh yeah, because you
Uh,
literally have a record of it. Oh my god.
Nova, Yonobo. I gave it to Yonobo.
Okay.
And then I think myself, and then I
And
did not
then
give it to Bo.
split. Okay, so Bogey will still have a broken leg.
I'll give it to Bogey. I'll do 3rd level cure wounds to Bogey, and I'll do a 3rd level cure wounds to Zalf just because
Okay.
I had to
Crawl kick.
save him from death.
Crawl kick gets 10 points from a healing word, 3rd level from me.
Okay.
Cure wounds.
Yeah, Lydian and Natara, you guys go around and offer healing to this group. They're very disgruntled, but very like they are appreciative of the gesture. Absolutely. Is there any conversations either of you two would like to have with any members?
I'm curious what Natara has, kind of been thinking during this whole sequence, because we went over what like Lorhannon was talking to Ionia and everything, but given that Natara's healing these guys with me, I'm very thankful in the first place.
I mean, Natara's just kind of like, yeah, they were stupid to ignore the messages, but nobody deserves to see their people almost entirely wiped out. So she's like, still like, they're like, I don't know why they didn't listen, but like, I guess at this point they've kind of seen why you're warning them. So
Mm-hmm.
there's not really much else we can say. So she's just kind of like silently going around and like healing.
Yeah. Jenna, does anybody ask Lydian anything, or should I initiate a conversation?
I think that probably Pavilion, uh, as you're healing Kralkek, next to him, would be like, excuse me, do
Mm-hmm.
do you know if Ione is all right?
It seems that she had some sort of curse laid upon her. And maybe fueling up some rage. But I take it your pavilion, her father.
Yeah.
Can I ask just what's going on? Like, why aren't you stepping in here? You're kind of shrinking into the background, and it's frankly pretty concerning. And I'm sure Ione is upset about it.
I feel like I've done enough damage already. I don't want her to hate me any more than she already does.
I think you're looking at this the wrong way. If anybody can be given a second chance if they show enough remorse and regret for the past actions. I mean, you can always turn over a new leaf. There, by saying sorry and approaching her, she might have some initial feelings come out, but ultimately it'll be the right thing to do and it'll be healing for your relationship.
I already had my second chance. She was here with us a little while ago. I think that's making everybody else uneasy seeing her again, and frankly a little confused. Not as confused about her outburst as we probably would be, but that was my second chance. I blew it. I don't know how to
Then how
interact
about a
with
third
somebody
chance?
like that.
How about a fourth chance? How about a fifth or a sixth? It doesn't matter. You're still alive. She's still alive. Strike while the iron's hot. At least give it a chance. The worst she can say is, no, I'm not going to accept this. I think you should, if you're as formidable as an adventurer as you say you are, and as I saw on the battlefield, you will act emotionally as powerfully as you do physically. It's just as strong.
I don't know. I'm not as strong as I once was. I had a weapon that was my brother's, but I unfortunately broke it recently.
What are you
And
around for then, if not to save yourself? Are you just walking around like a shell?
I am evaluating that now. I just lost it, and I just lost Ionia, and I just lost my brother. All within not a short span of time, but it just feels like one thing and then one thing and then another thing, and I don't know what I want to do anymore. Can't go back to Rio Village.
Look, I'm not here to psychoanalyze you. I have a tough parent of my own. Just no matter how it comes, a little bit of love goes a long way to the people that you want to reconnect with. Okay?
You have a tough parent who stole Pavilion's love away from him.
You're right. You're pretty smart. What's your name, son?
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
What's wait. Okay, do I get any sort of sinking feeling about him asking me that, or is he genuine, Jenna?
He is genuine. He is being
He just
genuine.
doesn't know what the answer's about to be that you're about to give him.
I'll tell him. I mean, I'm Lydian. I'm from Rito Village.
Oh. It's nice to meet you. And he extends his wing and shakes your wing.
I'll shake his hand. But of course, you're a grown adult. I'm not going to make decisions for you. I'm just advising you what, having known Ionia and having gotten to know her, I just think she would appreciate a little bit of a gesture on your end and some active participation in re-healing things. I have a lot bigger fish to fry right now with the rest of your group.
I understand. I appreciate the insights, Lydia, and thank you very much for this.
Great. Pleased to make your acquaintance. As for everybody else, I can't convince you guys to pick up your swords and continue the fight, but I ask you to look within yourselves about why you came together and the strengths and the battles that you've overcome, and look that it's not for nothing, and that progress, even though it's a failure, is still progress. It's 2 steps forwards and 1 step back. You're still making a step forward. And I think that you guys would be helpful in our fight. And despite what Aquila might think, I still see some hope for you guys, and I think that there's enough time for second chances, even in the face of the calamity, and even in the face of an apocalypse. The more people that we have fighting for good and trying to do the right thing, like you said you were, the better.
They all listen to you as they're, kind of sitting there, like, stretching from soreness from injuries and like kind of tending to wounds and stuff. Um, and I'd say that you notice that Zalf, especially paying close attention to your words, has a glimmer in his eye, and just like you can tell he hears your words and feels uplifted.
If there's a splintering at all between your parties, if some people want to go one way and some people want to go another, depending on who wants to join, I mean, you guys could join our efforts in the fight against this. If you want to go home and sit and cry, you can do that.
Mova says, I don't see that as our two options. I see a group of people. Lydian, don't get me wrong. I appreciate your kindness that you've shown us, but I don't think any of us would be a good fit for your group, given the words that were exchanged previously.
Zalf, what do you think?
And Zalf is just like caught off guard that you've called him out while Mova's talking. And he's like, I don't know. I guess what other options are there, Mova? And she goes,
No,
well,
Zalf. Eyes on me, okay? Ask
He's
me.
not gonna leave his sister.
I know you're right, Natara, but I have to try.
I don't know. Why me? What?
Because you flipped gravity upside down. You cast the same silvery barbs that I did. You're a very powerful fighter, and Hyrule needs your help, Zalf. Not Mova's crew's help, not Bogey's help, not Mova's help. They need Zalf's help. Zalf could be a hero.
Zalf stands up and he's like, Zalf's help is a chance of help. It's not guaranteed help. I can't control the things I do. I don't even know what I'm trying to do half the time, and something happens. There's a chance I'm totally useless. There's a chance that I do something that's detrimental to everybody around me. And yeah, I got lucky in this last chance. You know what I was trying to do? I was trying to just cause damage to that whole area right there. And instead, what did I do? I gently floated them all off the ground.
And they were incapacitated for like 3 different, like it was like 3 or 4
For
of them.
18 seconds.
Yeah,
3
for
or 4
a couple
of them
seconds.
couldn't 3 or 4 of them couldn't move for an extended period of the battle, which may have given us the edge and may have won it over. If given the right strategy around that, that's a really powerful tool that we can hone down.
So what are you suggesting then?
I'm suggesting that you maybe just make some decisions for yourself, and without turning to Mova, without turning to your sister, without turning to anybody else, what does Zalf want to do and who does Zalf want to be? It's my friend Aquila told me that it's not the fact that we are chosen, but it's the fact of what we do that matters in the world. So what does Zalf want to do?
I guess I just want to be useful.
Then, I mean, pick up your magic and join us at the Yiga clan.
Fighting the Yiga clan. Don't join the Yiga clan.
I encourage, and like, you know, I encourage the rest of you, if you guys are willing to make that sort of jump with us, that leap of faith with us, Zalf doesn't have to come alone. I extend that to all of you guys. What do you individually want to do? Do you want to join something that really matters, or do you want to listen to what Mova says?
Whoa.
They all kind of
It's aggressive.
look at each other. I think Bogey would say, look, Lydian, I understand what you're saying, but don't pin us against Mova like that. We all choose to be here alongside her. you know? Maybe we
Right.
choose to join you, maybe we don't. But for right now, that's a decision to make at a later date. We're just gonna lick our wounds, recover stronger than before, and move from there.
Thank you. The most I can ask is that you all just kind of sit on it. I'm sure you'll have a lot of healing to do anyway, so um, do what you can. And Mova, sorry to throw you under the bus like that. I just want your group to have a healthy dynamic, and I don't want them to think that if one person is pessimistic, the ship must go down. You are their leader. So lead.
She says nothing.
That was pretty fire. That
Very
was...
good. Very good.
What's the right
The whiplash of Akila's tantrum versus the Friday Night Lights speech from Lydia.
High school
What's the-
football is life or death.
Any other
Clear eyes,
conversations?
clear hearts, kill the Yiga!
You could never know the tragic highs and lows of American
Yes.
football.
That's so real.
Any other conversations between any individuals before Aquila looks at the Yiga slate and then talks to Leho?
Are you guys going to Kotera?
I mean, I think we're gonna let you talk to Leho first.
Okay, I guess.
All right.
I mean, unless Matara wants to go talk to some Gorons.
Gimme slate. I want to look at the slate. New iPad for Aquila. Gimme.
Aquila's
You
an
can play
iPad
Candy
kid.
Crush later.
Does anybody want to talk to the Gorons?
Not like any specific conversation, just kind of like checking on them generally. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
the rundown of Goron feelings here. Bluto and Yunobo are heartbroken. Yunobo is blaming himself, but plans to rally his people as the new boss and inspire them to rebuild Goron City. And he's he is overly thankful to you as you talk to him for everything everybody did to save as many as they could. You talk to one, so like they've at this point accounted for everybody that's around, including the one that is still uh, currently dead, and they see like who is among them and realize who is missing. And so there is a dark Goron named Doril who is heartbroken because he always hoped that his son Axel would follow in his role and get as much happiness out of mining that he does, and that's why he used to always bring him with him to the southern mine. There's also Hellison, youthful Goron, who spent more time running around. He talks about like I always spent so much time running around and playing with Axel than I did working. Now I miss him, and also my older brother Grayson, who used to just complain about digging all day and was planning on finding another career soon. Um, Others talk about the Goron that used to run the general goods store, Goron Gusto Shop, Tanko. Um, Rogaro and Pyle, who you guys had met at Ripped and Shredded, are mourning the loss of their partner, Rohan, the blacksmith, who made the armors that you guys and Mova's crew wear. Um, they talk about him being a remarkably strong Goron with impressive battle skills when he was younger. They say he defeated an Igniotalus at Darunia Lake when he became fully grown, but in his later years suffered from chronic pain, and they're gonna miss him very much. Um, when some of you went into Roland Inn, you guys met Trey. He used to manage it while his best friend Vulcan would stand outside and draw customers. Vulcan talks about like the day that he Vulcan always dream. Wait, hang on. Who died? Who died in this? Into the day that the city buzz. Oh yeah. So Vulcan is the one that's there. He's mourning his best friend, and he said that he always dreamed of the day that the town would be abuzz with tourists visiting and appreciating the Goron city and culture, but now we'll never see that day. And then the other one that you encounter is a child that was revived. It's Offrak, who is still searching through the crowd, looking for his parental figure, um, Agi, and you can hear him like calling out, still looking, double checking that Agi is not here, and he's very heartbroken and misses his parental figure. So very sad stuff. That's the outcome of the few that did die.
Any word about Torgo, the elder cleric that Natara would definitely have heard of from Golov?
The elder. Wait, who is this?
Belong's mentor.
Torgo,
Oh,
the
I
other
guess
cleric. in-
he would probably. I don't remember this character. I'm so sorry. Do I have him in the Gorons? No, I don't have any Gorons listed there.
What about Glepto? Is he alive?
Hey, shut up.
My favorite Goron, Glubdo.
Let's just do a flat luck check in front of the board, see if Glepto lived.
Ooh, that's a 3. No, unfortunately, he also passed away.
No!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Tragic.
Oof. But yeah, that is the vibe of the Gorons. They are in deep mourning, but also thankful to be alive.
We'll have to make a plan with them in the morning. See if we can drop them off somewhere.
Aquila, you have a red Sheikah slate with an inverted eye.
I do.
What you doing with it?
I am being very careful with it. I would probably take it and then put all of my technology in a pile separately and then go over like away from it and inspect this. I'd be
Mhm.
afraid of whatever energy this had of infecting my other stuff.
Okay.
But I'm just going to try to turn it on and try to see if it has like a screen, like the Sheikah slate, and see if there's any interaction.
Yeah, I'd say that you turn it on, and it does turn on. Um, and as opposed to the Sheikah slate, which has a user interface that is um, pretty easy to navigate with its sort of app-like interface. Uh, this powers on more like a Tamagotchi, where it is like that, like, the little bits, like the pixels, but they're very large, and it's a little tough to like get a read on what things are. Um, but it does power on.
Okay. I forget. Does the Yiga clan have a separate Yiga dialect, or do they speak Sheikah?
They do have a separate dialect. I
Okay.
believe written language, though.
It's different.
Yeah,
It's slightly different. Because Lorhannon cannot read Sheikah.
right.
Mm.
I mean, correct me if I've told you something different long ago, Ben, but I have that no written language exists for the Yiga.
That's probably true. Because let me see what's in my. I know that I can't read Sheikah, right? So
Right.
at the very least, it is different enough.
Can I make anything out? Like, is it like symbols on the screen?
Yeah, there's symbols. Give me an intelligence check.
Sure. It's a 20.
Yeah, I mean, it seems very basic. It doesn't look like there's anything that would be used, like, any kind of abilities that come from it, some like that your Sheikah Slate has, like you're able to use magnesis and other things. This has nothing like that. It is more so that there is uh, a map interface that you can see that like it brings up like a rudimentary like map of southwestern Hyrule and like an X location of like where their
Awesome.
hideout is. Uh and then that's like one thing, and the other thing is like the settings, and it inverts like dark mode, light mode.
All right, that's fair. You gotta have dark. See, I wish the Sheikah Slate had that.
It
That is
has
something
as
that the
many
Sheikah
themes
Slate does
as
not
the
have.
it has as many themes as the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Dark mode and light mode.
Sometimes I turn the Sheikah Slate on at light and I just blind myself. I really wish that the tones were less violent.
Gonna spit out her drink.
I'm good.
All
I'm
right,
good.
well, this is a fucking thing made for amateurs. Can I like try to inspect the make of it? Does it look like it was like recently fabricated, or is it would be as old as the Sheikah Slate?
I'd say with your 20 intelligence check, you can tell that it's old. However,
Interesting.
it seems it seems like there's a little more to it than that. It doesn't just read as something that was built forever ago, like the Sheikah Slate, and just has existed in this form ever since. But anything beyond that, you can't really tell.
Gotcha. Okay, so it really just seems like it has a rudimentary map and it could interface like our Sheikah Slate. That's sort of the extent of its capabilities.
Yeah, as far as like the way that the powered on form of it goes with the screen, but from what you guys have come to know through like from Va Rudania, it does have the same kind of ability to connect to technology, like the Slate does. But it does register in pedestals because that's how they were able to get through. So you do
Okay.
already know that.
Can I get some sense of whether it would be insulting to offer this to Leho or not?
Um, what kind of check would that be? I guess like give me an insight check. Or religion. Yeah, if you want to do religion or insight. Excuse me.
Ooh. Oh, I will definitely do a religion.
I'm sure you will. I think religion's fair.
Big
Ooh.
22.
Okay. You know that Leho's domain being the Great Fairy of Technology, um, and from your previous interaction, it doesn't seem like she necessarily discriminates across different tech forms of technology.
All right. All right, so we can probably use this for maybe some more questions if the Great Fairy is feeling generous towards us. So do we want me to talk to her now then, or do we want to go to Kotera?
Um, I mean, if you think we can split folks up, we could do both. The only reason I don't want to do that is because there might be a murder Gerudo somewhere in who knows where.
Also, it is still a blonde boon outside. We just ran away.
Oh, good
It's,
point.
it's like the start of the night. It's been like 15 seconds into the
Yeah.
night.
Yeah,
It's been 1 minute.
Yep. Then let's do.
All right,
so,
yeah,
like,
we
there's
should go
still a
together.
There's still a storm going on. Yeah, let's do Leho.
Oh, we should check outside to see if the storm followed us or if it just is staying over.
No, no, it didn't.
Oh, okay, okay.
It did not. The storm didn't, right, Jenna?
Didn't what? I couldn't hear
The
Katie.
storm continued after the prophetess left, right?
Wasn't it dispelled?
I dispelled it, but I think Jenna
It was
said the
dispelled in
storm
the region.
ended.
The storm itself, like the falling of malice from the sky, and yeah, the whole storm did leave. I think I said it like after we cut last time, but it did leave with the
Yeah.
prophetess.
Yeah, Katie's
that-
right. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Then yeah, I will talk to the Great Fairy Lighthouse. Try and get this over with.
Okay. You approach.
I'll see if she's willing to talk. I guess I don't know if I will talk to her.
What do you say? To the pool, the shimmering
I will
pool.
say. I'll step up and I'll say, Brightness Leho, we have returned to your grotto. I have another gift for you, if you would be so kind to trade it with information to me.
The waters begin to they cease being still, and the person that is Leho emerges. Hold on. How disheartening. You have not yet completed my challenge.
Yes, it still remains, and we have not been deterred from that. We were just sidetracked. Please excuse the visitors we brought to your shrine. They will be gone in the morning. I know your distaste for mortals. I will kneel and proffer the Yiga slate to her.
You are attempting to bargain for more information.
I am attempting that, yes, but if you would not wish to part with information, you can take the slate freely. I offer it as a gift to you.
She looks around at the Gorons who have like all turned and they look up at this massive woman who has emerged from a shimmering pool and is glowing with absolutely radiant light. And she reaches down with her giant hand and picks up the slate very gently, looking at it. I know the origin of this device. You know,
Oh?
10,000 years ago now? Maybe a little longer. It was the Sheikah who were at the forefront of technological advancement. I was thriving. They were showering me with countless brilliant inventions. As such, they were able to develop powerful weapons, the guardians, divine beasts, that which the world had never seen. But following the events of that calamity, the Hylian people grew fearful of the power the Sheikah had built and ordered that their scientists cease development. Naturally, this caused a schism in the Sheikah. Many abandoned their achievements, but there were those who refused, swearing their loyalties instead to the very being they had worked to oppose. I was devastated, understandably, as I wanted them to instead devote themselves to me, but their hatred consumed them. I was left with no choice but to destroy their spark, so that everything they worked to invent never amounted to much. They tried for a while. Eventually, their attempts became one passionate individual per generation, but ultimately nothing worked. At least not on the level they had been building before. This slate is a remnant of that transitory time when these people tried to regain the progress they had before the schism. As such, it may function, but never properly.
I see. Thank you for the history of that device, Great Fairy Leho. You must have sensed our failure, that the device we were seeking, the component we were seeking, rather, has been recaptured by those heretics that you spoke of. My only question to you is, do you have any estimate of how much time we have before they complete their device?
I appreciate this as an offering. I will not accept it from you, as you are not the one who created it. She places it back in your hands. But, seeing as this is clearly desperate times, I do know the answer you seek.
Do I have something else that I can give?
Do you?
We have a robot.
We do not. We are not giving a robot over.
Oh, we actually didn't make that either, so.
Yeah.
Have you guys talked to her about LG before?
No.
I don't
I think
think
there was a general fear of mentioning LG to her.
Yeah.
LG is... I mean, unless you think you didn't
I
take
didn't do anything.
them out of the
No.
bag. If they're... Are they not in the bag right now? Or are they in the
No,
bag?
we would have dumped them out with the birds,
Right.
or the flying snakes, rather.
Yeah.
The flying snakes.
Green snakes.
Any other tech?
Do you have anything?
No, nothing that's not transitory. Like anything I gave that you guys have, I could just remove the what's it called? The infusion, which I think would then tempt the wrath of a goddess who would very much destroy my class, basically. So no, I do not have anything else. I will just bow my head and I understand. We apologize for bothering you from your slumber.
I'd say that LG does kind of pop out from behind you. And she goes, "Oh. Hello, little one. I know
You
this one.
know this creature personally.
Well, we've never met in person, but I remember when they were created. Some mortals seem to have an obsession with creating small auto mechanisms. I was fond of the artificer who created them. They were bold, unafraid to push the boundaries of innovation.
Would you share the name of this artificer with me?
I have a name for the artificer.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what you were trying to get me to do. Then I won't ask that. Then. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I thought it was too, or Robbie or
Sorry.
something.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Jenna. I won't ask that question then.
Yeah, you can. Well, it was over 10,000 years ago.
Oh.
The name probably doesn't mean much to me then. Very well. Again, I apologize for disturbing your slumber, Great Fairy Leiho. I have not forgotten your labyrinths. I will get to them. We have to stop those, the Yiki clan first, though. I fear we are in great danger now that they have that component.
I mean, yes, the possibilities of what they are able to achieve with it are quite great. But it will take a great amount of arcana to make it function. It will not function on just technology alone.
Unfortunately, it seems they have a very powerful wizard on their side.
Is there nothing else for me?
No. Apologies, Great Fairy. We will leave your grotto in the morning. I will spread the word of the tradition of leaving inventions to the Goron people. Perhaps they can start sending envoys and to restart that tradition.
I would like that very much, should it come to fruition. And she
Oh,
descends.
well, actually, there is one more thing. Your sisters and also brother are gearing up for war, as it were.
Their feuds are no concern of mine.
I suspected so, but wanted to make sure that you were aware. We obviously do not want to inflame that, and we'll try our best to defuse the situation.
Well, I can only wish you luck. The last time my siblings feuded, I was involved, yes, but it spelled disaster for Hyrule on this plane. Good luck. And she descends. Not with any of the flair, again, as any of the
Yeah.
other fairies. She just sinks.
All right. Well, I guess I'll try. Later, I'll try to take the Giga Slate apart for spare parts.
Yep. You certainly can. That would be good. Anybody else doing anything?
I think
We get the full deets from Aquila.
Yeah, yeah.
Do we think? I mean, maybe the prophetess by herself can't do it. Maybe she needs the blood, which gives us some time.
Yeah. And Nari will hear prophetess and will pull out the bloody scrap of clothes from her pants
That's right.
earlier. I got this, so I was up on the ledge. Don't know if this will help you with scrying on her, Lydian. But
I look and just see if it's like blood stained, and then as soon as I put together, Lydian's eyes go wide, and I just hug Inari. And I say, thank you so much. Yes, I think this will. I mean, I can't do it right now. We'll have to wait a long rest, but
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Nari like pats his back. It was like, awesome. Happy to see there's no hard feelings. And she'll just
Inari, is everything okay?
No, yeah. Inari's good. If Inari's slightly out of it, it's because I'm slightly out of it. It has nothing.
You just said that with some other intention.
Inari is so normal right now. I promise.
All right, normal Inari.
Yeah.
Cool. I will keep track of that, and then Loren, you wanted to go to Kakariko or something, right?
Right. I'm gonna tell the folks that Ionia and I need to go to Kakariko to see Kotera. And that we'll probably do that in the morning.
Why can't we go now? I want to go now.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh. I am gonna cast suggestion on Iona.
No, oh my god. He
Okay,
sees
fine.
the woman and he's like, I've got a suggestion.
No! Don't paint it
During
like
women's
that.
history month.
Exactly.
I was.
I will say we had the wrong party member in mind to restrain. We did not need to restrain Loran. We need to restrain
Yeah.
murder Ionia.
I should get calm emotions instead. That might be better.
We
Oh,
ought
so
to rest.
you're gonna tell a woman to calm down, Lydia?
Magically, yes.
You're gonna look at Ionia and just be like, "Hey, calm down. You're being really hysterical right now."
Babe, you're being crazy right now. Okay. Anyway.
So I'll just be like, yeah, we need to rest before we can go. We never know what traps might be there.
There's
Do
not
we-
enough time.
Do we even have a direct route there? I don't think we do. I don't think we ever went back.
We have the shrine there.
When did we go back to get it?
When I made my pact with Kotera, we had the slate.
Oh, right.
Hyrule.
Duh. My bad.
We've got it.
Jenna, can I do something really quick? I don't know if we're all kind of like huddled around the Sheikah slate or anything, but can I see if the Elden Tower is still teleportable on the map? Not that I want to go to it. I just want to see if it's available to kind of gauge how far the lava spread.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
true.
is. Oh. That did that. That did that.
Also, we know the map's not like a satellite image, right? So it's not like we're gonna see like there's a bunch of purple lava everywhere on the map now, right?
No,
Yeah,
not
but
like a
you're
satellite
asking if you
image.
can
Just
teleport
like
there.
yeah, if the symbol or like the kind of blue glow of like, hey, this is a selectable
yeah.
option. If that fizzles out, then it's like it kind of went offline.
It's still selectable.
Okay.
But all I meant was like the image on the map does not seem like it's updated given the eruption. It's a static image on our map, right?
Is that the case or
Yes.
Okay.
Can the
Okay.
car like try to see because Ionia is worried that there's not enough time. Can Natara try to like determine if there's like a time limit until she has some sort of like potential outburst
Yeah,
that could be harmful?
are you casting like a spell or something, or are you just trying to gauge that?
I think I'm just trying to gauge that. I don't know. Like I have protection from evil and good, but that's kind of against like particular creatures, so I don't know if that would necessarily help.
I could cast Detect Thoughts and see if maybe there's something like weird.
I can also do detect magic as well.
Okay. So, all right.
We're doing
What's the
the
order of
full-
operations here?
The full inspection. You're getting a medical inspection of Ionia. Just 4 scans right now.
Yeah.
I guess Natara's is probably more just like insight than anything,
Yeah.
unless yeah.
I'd say, Natara, give me either Arcana, Insight, or Medicine. Whichever you choose will be a different thing that you can tell.
Oh, insight. Thinking at first, that should not be with advantage. That's a 17.
17, yeah. I mean, like, from what you can tell, like, Ionia is like fighting back. Like you can see, like, every time something happens, like, Lorhan and Aquila take a step closer because they're about to cast spells. Like, there's like something like in her eyes that's like reactive, and like you can see her actively fighting against every sort of reactive thing that comes across her expression. Like every little thing that somebody does that she perceives, it like her eyes kind of like, I don't know, like dilate, and like you can kind of read in her expression that she is very reactive right now and like trying with all of her strength to not be. So detect magic and detect thoughts.
I'd probably be last because I had to cast it as a ritual.
Okay.
Yeah, I will cast Detect Thoughts.
Yeah, you detect thoughts on Ionia. I think that given the state she's in, she is going to be resistive towards it, even though she knows you're trying to help her.
I get her surface thoughts for free. Surface thoughts for free.
Okay. Yeah.
Start there.
It's constantly like you get thoughts of like, why is he looking at me like that? I just hit him with my hammer. And then it's like, no, I shouldn't do that. And then like there's a column right there. If I hit that one and that one, I could take this whole place down and take them all down. No, that's bad. Like that's like the kind of, it's like a conversation you're hearing of like of one person.
I will ask Lydian to help me, and just be like, and I'm gonna tell Ionia what I'm doing.
Okay.
That like, I'm trying to find out if there's something I'm trying to find out what's in your head, what's making you feel this way. Like, I'm going to have to dig deeper.
Do you have to make a
And
roll
see-
for that or something, or?
And see if Lydian can, like, help me convince her not to resist.
If I hold her hand and like caress it a little bit, do I feel like that's able to like kind of tap into her and tell her it's okay or be a comforting presence?
I'd say that like you guys are doing this and like still like Natara, you're watching and again, everything that they're doing is making her react and fight the reaction, even though it's like comforting.
Even though I don't necessarily think it'll help, because I don't think the prophetess is a creature that like I can use to protect from evil and good, can I just try to pass that? Because it will, like, if she's already charmed, frightened, or possessed by like a creature that falls under protection from evil and good, like I guess it's advantage on a saving throw. I don't know if it's seems like she's making saving throws when she's kind of like, but
Yeah, I'll say
It's
if you cast that spell, she will have disadvantage on her roll to resist the detect thoughts.
okay. Yeah, then I'll cast that just to try and like calm or I don't know, like somehow like just make her less reactive, volatile, anything
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, definitely. Between you casting that and Lydian taking her wing, she will have disadvantage on this roll. Is it a wisdom save, Lorena?
It's a wisdom save, yep.
That's a 13.
That fails.
Okay. You Ooh, okay, interesting. Let's see. What do I want this to manifest as? Um,
I was gonna say, did the other voice seem like it was Ionia's voice?
I'd say it did. It sounded like her.
Okay, okay.
As far as Lord Hannon knows. Hmm. I'm just trying to think of how this would manifest. I'd say Lord Hannon, rather than like hearing inside her head, you are sort of like transported visually into her head for a moment. And you can see that there's like um it's like these sort of like how do I want to say this? You get like a vision of basically Ionia, this like kind of like blue energy form that has her general shape. Um and the eyes are glowing red. It doesn't read as like a malice red. It reads as like barbarian rage red. And sort of like above her, and like above her shoulders and like around her headspace, there is just like like spectral like floating um purple malice like entity that is more uh without form, more like blob sort of, that is kind of like around her and kind of like keeping her in a state of rage right now. Like she's kind of locked and she can't exit it.
Gotcha.
And you probably
So-
hear, I'd say you also probably hear like it whispering. You can't make out the whispers, but it's like whispering. And then you can hear like that conversation louder that you heard with like the initial thoughts of like, you know, Ionia says out loud, like this visage says, like her beak moves and everything, like if I collapse that entrance, all those arms will be trapped. And no, I can't do that. I can't do that. Like her saying it back and forth to herself.
Do I get the sense that Ionia is losing to this malice blob?
It doesn't seem like the state is changing necessarily. It just seems that it has a hold on her. And being a high level barbarian, she has like her rage in check. She is a Path of the Zealot barbarian. She's not like so like a what is it? The
Berserker.
Berserker, yeah, the frenzy one. Like she has things in check. She does it out of like she rages out of you know what's right, more so. And so it's like she's kind of stuck, more so, and it's manifesting in a temperament that is what you guys are reading on the outside.
Yeah. So when I delve deeper, my eyes change color to look kind of like the pool in Kotera's grotto, like fairy realm colors.
Nice.
Yes.
Very cool.
And then, like when I come out of that, um, I'll see if Aquila is close to done casting.
I mean, it takes 10 minutes. I mean, if you just tell me what you've seen, I'll probably stop because I don't think any analysis is going to give you more light than what you've already gotten.
Yeah, I mean, I will.
Especially given how aggressive she is, I think I'll sort of back off.
Yeah, I'll explain that. Like, yep, it seems like there's some sort of malice that she's fighting against. I don't think we should let her stay in this state through the night.
We can go.
Yeah.
Are you?
Does the villain want to come with us?
I do not think that would make the situation better.
Yeah, I would advise we probably
Lydian had
don't.
good intentions, but if a villain actually talked to her right now, she might kill him.
Yes, I think so too. If it's possible for me to go with, I'll go with as well to Kotera.
I mean, we can all go.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
not?
Okay.
Might need it.
Not these losers, though. Not Broken Leg Squad.
I will generally say over to them before we leave, just to keep the place on lockdown. We'll be back in a little bit. We're gonna go talk to somebody who might be able to help Ionia.
Yeah. You guys create a little portal, teleport to the shrine near Kotera's grotto, and trek through the red moonlight to get there.
Does Kakariko seem like it's under attack?
No, it doesn't
Okay.
seem like it's under attack right now. It seems that it is quiet, like you guys know that there is a pretty hopping, tavern scene in the Shut-Eye Inn that, all the soldiers go to. And, you'd expect to see them out in the streets, maybe heading home and stuff. But in the scarlet light of the blood moon, the streets are silent, and it seems that everybody is indoors.
Can we see Death Mountain from here?
No, because you guys are in like the valleys of like the mountains that
Right.
are around Kakariko.
All good.
If you took some time to climb one of those mountains, you certainly could.
Nope.
Nope.
All right, let's go to Kotera. I'm just gonna cue up the fairy music, assuming that she wants to talk to us.
You
I'm a little
guys
scared of what she's gonna ask us for, but
Yeah.
You guys
know.
begin to make your way through the woods,
This is what we get for not selecting move curse.
leading to
Yeah.
Kotera's grotto. At a certain point, Ionia stops. I don't know if I can go much further, everyone, she says.
Why? What's going on?
You turn around, look at her to say that, and you see kind of like a flash in her eyes of like pink.
Uh-oh.
But
Weird
it
nature.
returns to her normal eyes.
Does it seem to be just like a time thing, or is it like a, specific proximity to Kotera here?
It doesn't seem that it's anything to do with where you're at now.
Okay, then we just gotta hurry.
You guys
How close
usher-
are we to the...
Yeah.
It's not far. It's maybe like a half-hour walk through the woods to get to where she is.
That's a long time.
So, yeah.
So you're probably about
mean-
halfway there. You're like 15 minutes away from getting to her grotto and getting Ionia cured.
Do we knock her out? Do we?
I think we should at least disarm her.
I'll approach Ionia and say, Ionia, can you hand over your maul, or what does she have? What is her weapon?
Yeah, she has them all. She has other weapons, like javelins and hand axes and stuff as well.
Just like hand over your weapons. We're gonna get you cured and fixed.
You're not
Just-
gonna take my weapon. You're not gonna take my weapon.
Guys, I think we got a boomer.
Can I cast Charm Monster?
Okay. Are you gonna cast Charm Monster?
I'm gonna cast Charm
Ionia?
Monster on Ionia and just try to say like, "Hey, settle down. It's okay. It's okay. We're trying to help you."
Okay. This will be a straight roll.
We're not fighting it yet. Yeah.
Okay. This is wisdom.
That fails. 17.
Okay.
Good lord.
She is charmed by you.
Another clutch Lydian play for today. Man, the Zalf and Lydian just like MVPs of the
Yeah.
match today.
I'm trying my best.
She just kind of like her grip on her weapon kind of like slacks and she kind of like lets it go. She's just like, what's going on?
We're just gonna talk to Kotera again. We're just moving on our way. Do you mind handing over your weapons, just your main weapons to me, and we could
Yeah.
take care of them for you?
Yeah, sure. Her maul is already on the ground. But like she doesn't she'll like give you her weapons and she's just kind of like swaying a little bit, charmed by you.
This is not
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll get there immediately. So
I mean-
what?
We can put them in the bag, so
my
like
fear
it's
is
not
we
either
use-
like it's not like any of us have them per se.
Yes. I think.
Yeah, sure.
Like, we
I
would
think
be
put them
able
in the bag.
to wield them against her, just kind of like she doesn't have them, but neither do we.
I mean,
We'll
I
put
would
her weapons in the bag for right now.
I would just be careful because you used Charm Monster on her, so I don't know who we're talking to right now.
It's a good point.
I know, but like
I mean,
think
they
all-
both seem affable right now, but we just got to be careful.
I think all charm effects end or something when we get in a certain radius. What's the radius of
I don't know if
Kotera's
it's
thing
charm
do again?
effects. I don't think you can tell a lie. I don't know
You
if
can't
that
tell a
is
lie. That's
charm.
it. Okay. Let's just approach Kotera and then we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, she's disarmed now at least.
Hopefully, there's no traps.
I need a faster, more intense Great Fairy Beam.
Great Fairy times 2 speed.
Hopefully there's no traps, guys.
Yeah, you guys push on through the woods. Ionia kind of like in like a trance follows behind. Her arms kind of slack, like she's kind of like hunched and just following. And you guys reach the clearing, and as you step, are you going to step into the grotto right away, or are you doing anything before you step into the grotto?
Can we just get a sense of if there's if someone is going like, is someone hiding here that's gonna try and kill us?
Give me a
Like
perception check.
I'm full paranoid.
Give me a full perception check.
The only answer to full paranoia.
Find traps as well. So if we want, I can pass that as well. Would that make your hand?
It's a 23 perception check.
Lorhannon, as you guys are approaching the edge of the entrance to the clearing, the edge of Kotera's reach, you notice that there is a faint blue glow coming from the woods to your guys' right.
Was that
Could be Jorah
Wow.
Jr.
We see it's a faint blue glow, like
Like a
Like
little,
what
What level or
like on the ground,
tree
like a little
level?
glow. Like obviously
okay.
there's like the blue nightshade flowers that are around her grotto that glow with a faint blue light. A slightly more concentrated little blue light deeper in the woods. You can see kind of reflecting on some of the bark and the stuff, like the just like glowing on any reflective surfaces that would exist in the woods, because probably not bark, but there is a glow.
Okay.
I thought you were saying like a
Yeah.
like a guardian stalker is there with its eye or something. I was
That'd
like,
be
what the hell?
hilarious. That would be hilarious, but that's not
I assume
realistic.
that's Jorak Jr. I assume that's Jorak Jr., so I'm just gonna be okay with this and then let's go step into the grotto.
Everybody that's stepping into the grotto, please make a charisma saving throw.
Hee.
Boo.
I have like a plus on
Fail.
weapons, so I feel like I genuinely, if I mess this up,
Hang
that's
on.
not me.
Failed.
All right, yeah, there we go.
You should
I
have
only
to
have
make
crit.
you should have to make a charisma saving throw if you go to Leho's grotto, and if you fail, you go to technical school or something.
What do we have?
I got an 18. I guess
Okay.
how close are we to an arena that necessarily.
Oh yeah. Anyone who's near me gets additions. Anari got a 25.
Your radius is 10 foot, right?
Yeah, so it
Okay.
might not hit everyone.
I think it
but-
would probably hit everybody.
Huh.
Because it's a radius, and everybody just be around you.
I got a 17.
Okay.
8.
Nice. Right.
I elected to fail.
Okay, you choose to fail. Aquila, you also fail. Everybody else saves. So, again, under the zone of truth spell.
Also, you all get to see my actual face, which looks eerily similar to that one random dude you saw me meet with who ran off into the
Oh yeah.
He
Yes.
doesn't look like either of his parents, just for me.
Yes.
Curiosity.
Yes. You can see the familial resemblance.
Oh my god.
I've also got the most insane white beard you've ever seen.
Oh, like reflecting light.
Holy shit, his
Super
beard.
thick. It is super thick, and like they're just like hairs that are different lengths from each other.
Oh
Like
my
it
God.
is absolutely an insane white beard.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah, I'd say that he has the same kind of like nose and like sort of like cheekbone structure as the prophetess does, and Natara you would recognize as their mother does as well.
I think, yeah, Nataro seeing Lorhanon's face would just kind of be like a little sad. Like,
You
Just-
all you also notice that I have two very small horns on my head as well.
Wait, to what?
oh.
Very small horns on my head as well.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Oh, the statue.
Ah,
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
Because I had clicked on that statues thing, and I saw the horn thing, and
I was just
I
saying,
forgot
yeah, I
about
feel
that.
like just having a moment of like, man, Lorhanon's life could have been so different. Just like, I don't know, just like seeing the resemblance to his mother, especially. Just like, what if he had had parents and just like lived in Merlin and like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man.
that is so sad.
I
Um,
would still know him.
Yeah, you would know him. You and Natara, you and Avala literally celebrated like local Laurelin holidays with your upstairs neighbors because
Yeah, like,
they
they're
originally
really
owned the building. So you would have also celebrated holidays with Lord Hannon. Wow, that's crazy. Anyway, yeah, you guys enter the grotto, get through the shock of seeing, for the first time ever, the full, true appearance of your companion, Lord Hannon. Are any of you doing anything?
I mean,
In response to that, no, Lord Hannon looks different every time I look at him. So
It's true. We don't know if this is like real or not. You can guess what's so well by this man.
Natara's just in a kind of stunned state. Not actually stunned, but just like can't think about anything else. I feel
Yeah.
like she's kind of in another world almost.
Akilo would do like a almost like a double take or like a stutter step, sort of in surprise, but then try not to draw any attention to it and keep going forward.
Yeah, I mean, Inari is respecting the trip, and I mean, like, look, I mean, Inari's made her peace with Lord Hannon being like having unique things happen to him a while ago, so she's hyping him up.
So I will like say, Kotera, I asked if you could lend your aid, and I think our situation may be greater than I had believed. I asked for aid for both our friend Ionia and for myself.
You feel the rumble of force as bursting through the surface with a twirl is the of Kotera. Everyone, good to see you again, Lord Hannon, of course. What is troubling you, my darling champion?
God. We interacted in combat with my dear sister, and she has enwrapped some curse upon Ionia.
Hmm. Interesting. Oh, you both have horns now. How cute is that? Yeah, that is truly awful. I guess you'd like me to help with that, to help heal.
Yes,
Hmm.
given your great power in that realm.
Well, I can certainly try. And she extends her hand and scoops up the unexpecting Rito, who's still kind of like in this like dazed, charmed state. And she, what's one of the other things that the Great Fairies do? Do they like? No, they blow a kiss.
They blow a kiss. They
I know they take him down.
They kiss their finger and then touch it to Link.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, she's already scooped her up. She'll spin around, take her down, dunking her in the pool. Ionia and Kotera disappear for a moment and then reemerge, and she gently places the Rito down before her, who no longer has horns.
Hmm.
Well, I have negated the effects of whatever it is that your darling half sister, Coria, has done. I think that it might be best if Ionia never experiences whatever that was again, because otherwise the condition she would be in may be unfixable.
Oh,
Oh, good.
okay.
Is there any way that we can get a provision so that, like, some sort of resistance against that to make sure that doesn't, like, some, I don't know, spell protection or something? Or
Oh, I mean, my darlings, I've healed your friend as a kind gesture to my champion.
right?
But if you want some information about how it works,
Here we go.
I'm going to have to ask you for some information.
What are you curious about?
What do you have to offer?
If we have something to offer.
Do we?
Yes, we do.
Okay,
have a-
Akilo, what do you-
Status of one certain champion.
No, we can't give that away.
Why not? That's the information she wants.
Okay, you're right.
Oh
You're
yeah,
right.
no, we
I mean,
do that.
You're
if
right.
there is better information, we can. I don't know what is it going to make it worse? It can't be worse as it is, right?
I mean, she's gonna tell me to go kill her. Like,
Why?
immediately.
Why?
Because it's like they have like their champions are like their kids. Only one can win. You know.
That's right. Yeah, there can only be one.
I think we go for it. I think
I don't
it's
think we
best
should
for
then. If you think you're going to get a death warrant assigned to you, then we should not do that.
We can tell her about the state of
can tell her-
Elden.
About the state of Elden. Let's start there.
I don't know if she cares, but
This has happened like an hour ago, so we are breaking news right now.
This is Goss.
This is breaking news.
hmm.
Assuming the prophetess didn't come straight here to tell Kotaro what happened.
Update, bestie. I destroyed
yeah.
Elden.
Update bestie. Let's see if this works.
Oh, you know what? As you're all trying to come up with what piece of information is worth this sort of trade, Lauren, my dear, you said you needed some healing as well?
Well, you see, I too have been marked, not by my sister, but by choices in the past, before I came into your service, and I think my affliction, can be a detriment to my service to you.
Hmm.
So I think it is in both our interest that I too be freed from my curse.
Yes, I see. Far less severe than the one Ionia had. Please step forward, and she will do.
So,
Does she kiss her? Yeah, she'll. I don't know if this is something that they do. It's something I think maybe one of you said. She will kiss her finger, and place it against your forehead. The horns immediately recede and disappear, and you are no longer under the curse of the cursed statue of the horned statue.
Lorhannon Bros, stay winning. Stay winning, Lorhannon Bros.
guys.
Finally.
Well, do you want to know about the curse that your dear Ionia was under?
I mean, yes, you do. I mean, let's start by telling her that, like, you know, we had a run-in with my sister and failed. You know, Death Mountain erupted, destroyed Goron City, and my sister retrieved the object that she was seeking.
Good for her. She was looking for that.
God.
I mean, that is all. I mean, terrible news for you guys. Very interesting story. However, there were kind of a lot of witnesses. It's not exactly a secret.
That is true.
Okay, we'll tell her the juicy secret about Terra.
Well, we know a secret. Actually, no, we don't, because we told the Movis crew what was going to happen as well. I was going to tell her we could tell her that Redania was going to come to life and destroy everything. We didn't fix that, but we shared that one as well. You're muted right now,
Sorry.
Sarah. I muted myself so y'all couldn't hear me, like, being myself right now. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Inari's not gonna raise any, like she's not gonna make a big deal about it, but she is shifting on the balls of her feet as this is being discussed. and kind of staring off into space a little bit.
I mean, just because we told Nova's crew about Rudania doesn't necessarily mean that it's not a secret. Like, I don't know.
I mean,
We
we
could
could also tell her what Leo just told us about the Yiga clan. Although that might land me
That
in
might
some
not
hot
be
water.
good.
I might have my tech privileges taken. My iPad might
Yeah.
be taken away from me.
I mean, we can tell her where the entire Goron civilization is currently hiding.
Um,
True.
They'll be gone in the morning. Yeah.
Let's start there. And we won't mention Leho. We'll say that they are in the Forgotten Temple in Tanagar Canyon. And she can deduce whatever she wants to deduce from that.
The Forgotten Temple. Really?
Yeah.
Why
Yes.
exactly did you guys think to go there? With the
That's the
Gorons?
secret.
Aquila had business there.
Right. She would, wouldn't she? Right, Akila?
I can't lie. Why would you bring me into this? I cannot lie.
I also can't lie, that's why I mentioned it.
I will not say anything because I don't have to say anything. I'm not compelled to speak.
That is true.
You're just gonna bully me until I speak, so.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have signed your soul to her or whatever.
Whose idea was it to go to the Forgotten Temple?
Not me. I don't think so. I don't think it was me.
I think it was Aquila's.
Was it?
Yeah, it was definitely not. It was definitely Aquila's. Like, I'm sorry, John, but like, it was 100% Aquila.
I mean, it's hard to
Okay.
figure out. It's a secluded spot. No one was going to find us there. Not necessarily saying who decided to do that, but more just like a
Yeah.
reasoning.
It was a safe
Like, who would
place
think
that
to
we knew.
look there?
I mean, in
Right.
terms of like our planning, I guess Aquila would probably have suggested that, but I don't think I was in our planning session the one to
Oh,
suggest that we should
No,
go
but
there.
I mean, like, Aquila did, like,
Okay.
kind of
Yeah,
spell
yeah,
the
yeah,
loop.
yeah, yeah. So yes, it would have been Aquila, but she will again not say anything.
Right, so
we're
you all,
negotiating here. We're not giving away freebies.
you all knew that it was a secluded place because you've been there before. Is that correct? I assume that's correct.
Yes.
I haven't even gotten there.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. I really wish you guys hadn't gone there.
Why would you give us all the information then if you didn't want us to go there?
Because I wanted it to be interesting.
Well, consider yourself interested.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I guess she did tell us.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Ionia.
Right, right. I'll tell you a little bit, but I need some more because I think I didn't expect you to bring an entire population of other mortals to my sister's place. That's what makes it an issue, but all right. Ionia's curse that she was under. It was not by mortal magics. It was not by great fairy magics. It was something forged from an immense connection between whoever gave the curse, inflicted it, and their being of which they worship.
Warlock confirmed.
Is Is this a blight on her?
Oh.
This was something I've personally never seen before, and I have in my millennia have known many a caster. This is not a simple spell that a magical mortal can do. This is something forged from a connection, a very impressive connection, to say the least, between Coria and the anti-divine being that she follows.
Is that Galen?
Probably Ganon,
Yeah.
if I had to put money on it.
So basically, to translate, this is not from a spell. This is from an ability from her class. You know, like to put it into mechanical terms, which she has from worshipping something.
Mhm.
Is basically what Kotera is saying.
Okay.
But I can speak more on the damages, at least of what I've seen, for a little more information.
We can't widen the Great Fairy conflict further.
Do I have any secrets?
I think Lydian just says that out loud.
Because like the only thing I can think of, yeah, no, Lydian definitely says that out loud. Like I am trying to think about what I have done that she would care about. I know that
Natar has one thing she could say, but she doesn't think it's interesting enough.
what is that?
Just, but it doesn't necessarily matter anymore.
Can I ask Kotera how much she cares about dragons?
What about them, dear?
Are you aware of their existence?
Of course, they've been around forever. Longer than the fairies have.
Can I tell you that 3 of them have actually undergone, I guess, evil inflicted or necrotic inflicted diseases that require medicinal help? Not from you, but just in general, that's the fact. They're sick. They need soup.
God.
Have you ever had soup?
This is very interesting. I am so interested by this. Except I'm not. I appreciate your efforts, Gideon. I will tell you to expand on what I said before about her undergoing this again being bad. Basically, she was able to shake off this curse effect before it got worse. If she were to be targeted by this same effect again, it would pick up where it left off. And the progression, given the effects that it had, only gets worse. As I'm sure you can imagine. But
So
I
it's
cannot
it's a
conceive what it
progressive
is.
magic. It's a progressive magic that we stopped in its tracks, and it would basically pick up on like tier 1 of whatever that progression is.
Like, if she was on phase 2 of who knows how many, and she were to be afflicted with this again, it would pick up with phase 3.
Okay. Thank you.
We can tell her about the blood moons. We know exactly the nature behind them now.
Although we don't know when they have triggered in the past, right? Only when it was like divine beasts. So
I mean, we can still say every time we free a divine beast, they do some blood moon. That is.
There's a blood moon reprisal.
Yeah.
we can share that.
An interesting pattern. Do you know why?
We think it might be because Ganon is angry.
That's cute. That you think something.
But it's intriguing.
All right.
Okay, I think we're.
Tell us, or
I think it's time to leave. I
What are you
agree.
saying, Katie?
I was just gonna ask, like, what she like. We know a little bit more about it. Like, what would she tell us for it?
What do you guys want to know?
I don't even think we need anything.
Yeah,
else.
do we get everything she knows about the curse? That would be the only thing. But
I think pretty
if we
much,
already
yeah.
know everything, that
That's
doesn't
enough.
matter. Okay.
Yeah, I pretty much gave you the rest of what I was holding for Lydian's little dragon thing.
Lydian's little. Hey, it's an important. It's my entire arc. Okay, it's my personal arc. It's important. It's not little.
But if we know everything about the curse, I assume that there's not anything else that we.
I don't think so.
Well,
Unless she knows more about what the prophetess is planning to do with the teleport. She knows, like, how. Now that we know that there's. They need Arcana in addition to the technology, if she knows anything about how much. That would be the only other thing that I could think of.
I mean,
But
Natara, are you asking if she has additional information to share about those topics?
I don't know what I would ask her. I think I would, I don't know, bring it up more generally. I don't know.
I think we should go.
Okay. Okay, I think we should go. Going.
Thank you all very much for paying me another exciting visit. Lord Hannon, can I have a word with you before you all depart?
Of course.
Ooh. More hands staying after class.
Do the rest of you exit?
Yeah, I leave.
Before we-
Denari is happy to step out of there.
And I drop Charm Monster on Ionia. I don't know if I can end that effect because it's not concentration, but after an hour it'll dissipate.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Maybe it wore off when she went down and came back up. It could stay. But she is just like, she just does not seem all right now. Very, very exhausted, both internally and externally. But the 5 of you, as in like including Ionia, exit the grotto. Akila, you're no longer under the effects of Zone of Truth. And you guys go down a little bit out of earshot unless anybody is trying specifically to listen in. Back in the grotto, Kotera goes, "Ah, Lord Hannon, my champion, I have some unfortunate news. It seems that my eldest sister, Tara, has declared a champion of her own. This is not good. I do require you as my champion to put a stop to that. I'd appreciate it if you could go down to the Gerudo Desert when it's most convenient for you within the next 7 days and
Rawr! Okay.
And defeat her in battle. Please.
I mean, shouldn't be too hard. If you know what strengths Terra would have granted this champion.
Oh, easily. I mean, Terra is the great fairy of primarily the earth and its 3 elements. I guarantee that there will be resistances, if not immunities, to her big 3 elements. I'd say beware the earth itself, which should be no problem for you. I see you have some winged boots. Keep you off the earth. I am not supposed to do this, but I would like to tell you, as a warning, what Terra's 3rd area of power is.
Oh.
Terra is the great fairy of the earth, its elements, and its creatures.
Oh God.
So
Oh,
guys,
that means we might have to fight beasts.
Are we considered the Earth's goodness?
oh my gosh, she's gonna weaponize fucking Moldugas. Oh my gosh.
She's gonna like be Dune riding one towards us. It's gonna be so sad for us.
She's gonna go from cowering and being
Katie-
afraid of them to controlling them. I can't.
Katie asked an important question. Are we its creatures?
That's
Are
good
you a
point.
creature? Are humanoids creatures?
No, I'm the main character.
Humanoids are
Okay, thanks,
creatures.
Terra. Very cool.
So wait. Do we know what champion combat entails? Like, does the other aspects of the Great Fairy get like turned off or something if the champion is defeated?
Good question.
Lorhannon, would you
we
like
don't-
to
I don't-
ask?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And you know that her champion remains in the desert.
Yes. She's not hiding necessarily, so her location escapes me. If she were hiding, it'd be easy. But I know she is waiting.
If you were hiding, it'd be easier. That's so funny to me.
Yeah. Well, good luck. Day 1 starts tomorrow with the rise of the sun. I really need it to happen before then, otherwise it will be very bad.
Kill this bitch ASAP, please.
What kind of bad are we talking?
Do you have a secret you'd like to share?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Don't think I do have a secret I'd like to share. So, I guess I'm not gonna get to know that. Thanks, Kotera.
Mwah. Blows you a kiss. And in a magnificent twirl of shimmering, glittering droplets of the grotto water, she descends. You rejoin your group. You guys, would you like to discuss anything before you go back to the Forgotten Temple?
I mean, we.
We
I don't know about everyone else.
We should get out of here first. We should get out of here first.
Okay.
You guys teleport back to the shrine at the Forgotten Temple and are back there now. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before taking a long rest?
I want Nari. Like, Nari wouldn't know. I can't. Yeah.
I mean, you know that he had a private conversation. I'm not
Yeah,
interested enough
but
to ask because I think Kotera's annoying, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna talk to Lord Hannon about it.
I mean,
I
Lord Hannon will super bring up like, what are we doing tomorrow with these Goron, right? Am I right?
Why are you wearing a watch that has a 7-day countdown on it?
yeah, what's that about? It's like to
No,
the
no, no, no.
second. That's crazy.
Why do you have like
I-
an explosive vest attached to you now?
Here's what I plan on doing personally. Tomorrow morning, I will be fresh with spell slots. I will scry on Korea, see how much time we have left in that department. Then probably scry on Isha, see what our timeline looks like in that department.
What does Lorian's face look like when Lydia mentions each?
Yeah.
Hmm. Yes. Well, about that, you see, Kotera shared with me some important information regarding timelines of when Isha's power may be too much to overcome, shall we say. Uh, we have a week to handle that.
What do you mean by handle?
Yeah, what does handle mean there?
Well,
Dissuade her or dismember her?
the latter of the two.
I mean,
Kill her?
She's just one person, though. I mean, right?
Well,
And Nari is just going to nod and then sit down. And she will not say a word. She will simply just continue nodding.
Oh,
we'll
my
start
heart.
sorting through her bag.
Down.
You don't get the sense that she's mad at you. Like, she's not. It's just.
No, she's dealing with the Isha thing. I get it.
Natara will sit down next to Inari and just
Oh.
kind of like put a hand on her shoulder, like do something.
I
like
don't.
a gesture of support.
I don't like the idea any more than anyone else, but we know that she is interested in destroying us, and we're working in fairy magic now. It's. Yeah.
What specifically was the request made of you?
Yes.
Specifically, the request made of me was to. It was just what. It wasn't just defeat her in combat. Right? It was kill her, right?
Levi said defeat her in combat.
Okay.
That
Then
doesn't
I will.
necessarily imply death.
No.
Then I
I'm-
will say yes. Defeat her in combat.
I mean, we could knock her out.
We could
We could
just
just disable
wall
her.
of force around her.
we go into any combat now. I'm just like, we could just wall of force. Like, we could just, which is
It's a
like a
third level
completely.
spell.
No, it makes sense. I mean, what if we could get her to see the error of her ways too? Like, defeat could mean anything.
Sure. I think we need some way to neutralize Terra's power within her.
But what even happens when we defeat her? Obviously, you mean that you're the champion that needs to win because Kotera wants her side to win. But what happens with Terra then? There was a big threat about how if one of those great fairies, the one associated with love, went away, that all mortals would lose the ability to love. What would happen there? Would Terra withdraw? Would her aspects withdraw?
Would creatures withdraw? Would
Well,
elements withdraw?
Yeah, that's. This has like far-reaching implications.
I don't know.
I'm stressed.
Did Kotira not say?
What do you think?
No.
She needed a secret.
Excellent.
Kotera,
Now we're dealing.
sharing information.
Now we have to diffuse a childhood fight between two goddesses.
I mean, at least it's right near Yiga Central. Two birds, one stone.
Something like
Already?
that. I don't like that phrase personally, but works.
Oh, sorry, Lydian. I didn't
Racism?
mean the microaggress against you.
It's fine.
I mean, we don't need to rush into battle tomorrow. We can try and get answers to some of these questions.
Probably
Does
should.
Ron's pool still exist? Or is that filled with lava?
Probably not. We probably have to go back to the plateau to talk to him.
Yeah, exactly. Like we can maybe talk to Ron. Maybe we can
Yeah.
barter with Kotera further for.
All the more reason for me to never accept championship from Leho if she offers it.
She seems to like you.
That's great. As long as she keeps giving me technology, that's fine by me.
Okay, well, yes, we can scry on the prophetess and on Isha. We can try to talk to Ron. These are all things we can do tomorrow.
I'm sorry, Inari. I don't.
It's fine. It's not your fault. She's made choices as well.
I use my lie detector feature on Inari to see if she's lying. If she said it's fine.
Sorry.
Do you even need to?
Was that the truth or was it a lie when you said it's fine?
It's not fine. I mean, it's probably like really apparent. It's like
You do get to make a wisdom saving throw, so.
I mean, you can.
Or you can choose to fail.
I mean,
choose to fail.
Is
I
there a
feel
saving
like-
throw associated? I mean, I think
Yeah,
it's
I-
you
I-
learn
I-
and then
a
it's like,
wisdom
okay.
I mean, I can have Inari do the wisdom saving throw. It's gonna be ass, so it'll work out. Actually, no, her wisdom's pretty good.
Her wisdom's pretty good. Like
I feel like she wouldn't hide it from Lorhannon. I don't think she would. I feel like she would try to, but like, come on, man. Like the lesbian yearning is gonna be on her face no matter what. So can't really change that. But I mean, you don't get the sense that she's like gonna stop you.
The Gerudo yearn for the jewelers.
I mean, Inari's still
Got it.
wearing.
Is there
So
anything
I
else?
will keep
Okay.
that to myself. I won't be like, oh, that's not true or anything. I'll keep that to myself.
Is
Real
there
homie.
anything else anybody would like to do before you guys take a rest tonight?
I feel like Natara would ask Aquila if perhaps the infusion should be changed back to Aquila controlling the lightning resist rather than the earrings that were blessed by Tara. If that's safer.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't know if that. Oh, yeah, that's true. Actually. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's up to you. If you want the gauntlets of ogre strength, you can keep them. If not, I can switch them back to the resist armor.
I feel like that would feel as much as I like having the additional strength.
We need to
that
divest ourselves of that.
I don't necessarily want to die because they are somehow like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can switch that tonight then.
Anybody
Oh,
doing
boy.
anything else before you go to bed? Ionia, at this point, like you guys, where you guys have set up and spread out your bedrolls and stuff, she is like laying in her bedroll, back to you all, and she hasn't said a word since you got back.
Right, we probably should talk.
Yeah, we
to her.
should check
I,
up on.
I feel like I would
Yeah.
I would take care of like talking through Ionia and
Yeah,
just
speaking of yearning, get in there, champ.
making sure that she's all right. Telling her like I'm sorry because she knows that she was charmed by the end of Charm Monster, so I would just like kind of talk that through with her.
No, it's fine. You did what you had to do. I understand. She doesn't offer up
Yeah,
much
there's-
else in the way of conversation.
There's a lot I could talk about. I think with Pavilion and with everything that's been going on, but I'll just put my arm around her and take a long rest.
Okay. Everybody else resting for the night?
I'm taking a watch. I'm watching those motherfuckers.
Yeah,
I am also taking a watch.
Okay.
I will as
Okay.
well.
Yeah, same.
And we will pick up next time as you guys settle in for this rest in this grotto of a different great fairy, surrounded by Gorons, who are now displaced, and a group of individuals with varying, you guys share varying opinions towards. Next time, we will see what you guys do with the Gorons, what you guys do with Nova's crew, and where else it takes us. Perfect.
See, Hyrule is not ready for like the Goron diaspora is gonna like Goron culture on the road is gonna be so crazy for Hyrule. People are gonna be saying
Yeah.
brother for millennia now.